be clipped.
It's on YouTube. I absolutely can clip it.
Oh, most definitely. This is going to be on YouTube too. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Midnight Show. At the pin chat, pin comment in chat, you will see.
Getting playback from someone else.
That was me. Don't worry about it. I paused it. Or not paused it.
That was me, actually.
I muted it.
Okay. Let me try this again. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Midnight Show. In the pinned comment in chat, you will find a GoFundMe for our friend James. He's fallen on some hard times. You know, his stripper career didn't take off like he thought it would, and he really needs the money.
You know, everybody didn't like dancing bears.
Oh, jeez.
Look. We know you tried to strip at the gay club, and they like, no.
Yeah, they told me no bears allowed.
Honey, that didn't happen. I do not know a single twink out there that would love to see a nice bear like
he happened to go to the one gay club where they want otters.
Yeah,
they don't like fat acceptance.
James.
I don't mean polydub. That's just skinny, hairy dudes.
James, you shouldn't have went to the one that says inner outers. Okay, that's not the one you wanted. You wanted the one that says bears everywhere. It's raining bears. That's a good one too. Yes. We are waiting for the guest of honor to show up, Mr. Adam. But until he does, I'll play the intro and get the show started.
Welcome to the Midnight Show with the Midnight Crew. Rotncorpse, Angela Arrega, James Colley, Terry Diamantis, and our host, D. Alexander, with special guests, Mr. Adam. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin.
All right. So I'm going to start off with shit that pissed me off in the news lately. So, fucking in the Senate room. Thoughts?
I mean,
oh
it's
my
really
God.
any worse than what happens in that room with the fucking of the American populace.
How do you post something like that on the internet and think you're not going to get caught?
Because people are fucking retarded.
Well, I kind of look at it like this.
Would you say?
I think that it could have been better. Now, if his the partner doing the packing or the stuffing, if he would have had on a name tag that said "Big Government," I could have called it a political ad.
You know what, James? What they should have done? They should have got better production values. They should have had like a fake Senate meeting. And
So basically, James wants it to be the pitcher has a name tag that says "Big Government." The receiver has a name tag that says "The American People," and at the climax, he says, "Take my inflation."
No. After he's done, and he comes all over his face, and he says, "Vote Biden 2024."
You mean nothing to me.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Wow.
See?
Fucking
There
wow.
you go.
wow.
I never claimed to be a good
You mean
person.
nothing.
That was too good.
Yes.
Oh
He's got to
no.
wag his. He's got to basically like rub his finger under his nose first. Like, you mean nothing to me. Just walk away.
So does my referendum bill get passed? No. Just turns away and walks out.
What about my amendment?
Like, what about my bill? No. The hell.
Oh, we just stuffed your bill. You're welcome.
I was like, no, I just gave you the bill.
So you're good, Mr. President? Are you going to pass those student loan forgiveness? No.
You just saw what happened to your student loan bill.
But here's some money for Ukraine.
Look. What he should have had was somebody that looks like Zelensky or close enough to Zelensky. That he goes, what the money he's about to toss over the guy. He goes, you know what? You can use it more. Oh man!
Like right when it's to the finish, some guy.
All seriousness.
Looking like Zelensky, he's like, I need money to protect Ukraine. By that I mean my bank account.
I need 80 million to protect Ukraine. From what? I just need 80 million. Shut up.
You give money.
But all seriousness, like,
Wait
what
till you don't
possessed
talk
you to do
back.
that?
I didn't do it.
And what's up, Kyivedam?
James, we know you took the crack in. We know you put the crack in fucking White
Damn
House
right I
trying to
do.
blame poor Hunter Biden. I see exactly. No, you did it. You know, so it's all good.
Yeah, but as far as honestly, I give a damn about the whole Senate thing. I give a damn. I mean, this is the strangest place that you could do a gay porno. Not hardly. Now,
I do have to say there's something we said for like general decorum and everything like that. Kind of like if people are getting it on in the office in the middle of a cubicle farm or something like that, it's not the place, and the people involved should go elsewhere for good.
Yes.
yeah, but sometimes you need a little excitement. Let me ask you a chance. If you had to bang,
Work. Stop trying to fuck at work.
if you had a
There's a
chance
time
to
and
bang
place
a
for
coworker
everything.
in
It's
the
called
middle of the
college.
day, if you had a
All right,
chance to bang a coworker, an attractive coworker in the middle of the day during office hours, and the opportunity presented itself, you wouldn't jump up on it?
I really wouldn't. I have something called self-control.
I'm sorry, but I'm a desperate fat man.
Honestly, you know what? I'd take it.
I'm
I
a
mean,
single.
Then again, my job is a little different.
Okay, I'll put it this way because I work in a factory and that whole thing. It's like I'm a single dude that's hasn't had sex with a woman for over 10 years and just had to look her in the face being like, I can go 10 more.
Wow. What part? You're up in Michigan, right?
Yes.
There's some cute women in Michigan. I don't see the problem. Or I said,
Because I don't. Well, for one, I was in the military for so long. I'm romantically retarded. Like quite literally, when they say the like is oblivious to the opposite sex, especially if they're interested in me, very much so. Like I'm plausibly borderline, like the story of the guy explaining God of War lore that gets the woman's panties thrown at him and then continues to explain God of War lore.
Oh boy.
It's okay, Rodney. We understand. We sympathize.
Otherwise, nowadays it's like I go to work. It's like I go to the gym, which there was a very attractive woman there today that I'm still pretty sure I have like 15 years on, but she had some really fucking nice tattoos. And I'm not going to get somebody at the gym because I just find that fucking rude and not the right place for it. And again, mostly functioning idiot here. So like the whole thing of trying to hit on someone, I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing.
All right.
Right, I've been married twice, and when it comes to hitting on people, I don't have no clue what I'm doing. So,
I'm close. I'm more one to almost take it literally. It's like you're gonna hit on the person, slug them. What now?
it's like I'm not that desperate, and I'm not going to get. I'm not going to toss all standards and modicum of decorum out the window to get some.
Okay.
Guys, I need a job tomorrow.
To be fair, to be fair, I work in the airport. There are plenty of places. I get a free time, and there are plenty of places to meet. One of the stories I can tell is a coworker was sleeping with an MTAP and went into one of the further parts of one of the unused parts of our airport, where technically only higher ups go with the MTAP, which is Maryland State Police or Maryland Transit Police.
Mm-hmm.
Was giving him a blowjob. So.
Oh.
And then there are tons of open secrets and shit in my airport. So it is, like I said, it is what it is. But because I'm a masochist and I want you all to suffer with me, we have to do 22.
What?
Hello?
To what? Bring it up.
Robo's here.
I'm roboting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give 1 second, please.
You do what you gotta do.
What happened to there was nothing to cover? He only had one article.
I don't know. And I guess have a good night, Keith.
I hope.
Keith in and out. Wow. And it's this article. And there goes Tier.
He is probably trying to fix the robot issue. So,
Hello? Can you hear me now?
hi.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay. So what I was saying is we have to do 22 through 30 of the list.
No, we
It is a
don't.
good idea.
See,
Oh.
Terry agrees. Terry agrees. Thank you, Terry.
I hate you all.
Don't hate. Just enjoy. Just enjoy. All right. So where we left off was 2022. All right. Share articles relating to everyday experiences of race and racism written by people of color. See, like we're doing right now. See, we are helping make things better. I'm proud of us.
But how many of those articles have to be actually like accurate in their reporting?
Look, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. 23. Don't but don't be that person who is weird and sycophantic and loves to demonstrate their wokeness constantly to people of color around them. Be thoughtful.
Okay, there you just violated your own rules. So,
Dude, she's been violating her own rules since like what, two through 100?
probably 100 really, but
Probably. All right. Okay. This one's a little crazy. Read books by people of color. I recommend Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander, and literally everything that Jot Diaz writes for great insight into blackness. But I do recall. Let me go back up. What is it? Monolith. Don't assume that all people of color share the same views. We are not a monolith. Number 2. So I was right. Go ahead, Will.
the thing is, looking at like all the reading that I do, you want to know one thing I never ever ask? What color is the author?
You got to ask that, Will. That's a very important question. That is the single most important question to ask. Angela, don't you agree?
I refuse.
You refuse to answer?
Yes.
All right. It's only like 5 more, Angela. You'll be fine. Just 5 more. Watch shows that are created.
Say we did.
Nope, we're doing this, damn it. We're not quitters. Watch shows.
Quitting's a good thing, so I say we quit this like smoking.
Nope. I say we continue. Again, it's just 5 more.
We quit this like a bad habit.
There you go. You have Tier, in this particular instance, I would say you're outvoted.
Well, good thing we're not a democracy.
Okay, who wants to do a walkout?
Oh, heretics, all of you.
I can't walk right now. I got a cat in my lap.
See?
We
Feline
can open
paralysis
up a
is real.
voice chat somewhere else, Will.
Oh, y'all would leave me?
Over this article, like I said,
It's just 5 more.
voted.
Considering how much time I spent re-listening to past episodes of The Corner and The Midnight Show to come up to this one, this article's nothing.
Damn. All right, it's just 5 more. Okay. Watch shows that are created by people of color. Atlanta and Secure. Seriously, if you haven't seen Atlanta, you need to watch it now. I don't know what the hell any of these are. I haven't watched television in like a trillion years.
Comments about authors and reading. Reapply here.
Yes, reapply here.
I don't care the color of the people creating or producing the content. I care about the quality of the work, the story, whatever.
Yes. Like anybody can make crap. Anybody can make art.
Make a
Anybody
good
make-
show.
It'll be watched.
Yeah, make a
Tell
good
me
show
a
and
good
stop worrying about
story.
people. Stop worrying about people supporting you because you're black.
Tell me a good story, and I will watch your shit. It's
All right,
that simple.
It really is. All right. I have a critical eye when watching TV and movies. How are they portraying people of color and why? What are the oh god, and that reminds me. This one reminds me of something that I need to bring up immediately after we finish reading this shit. Because if I do it, it's going to be a rant. I'm going to get sidetracked, and we're not going to get to the last 4. All right. If you go to an art gallery, notice how many works are by people of color. If it's lacking, make some noise. Send some emails. Query the curator. White people shouldn't have a monopoly on what is considered art. They don't. If the art gallery is allowed to feature anybody they choose, if they don't want to choose to feature black artists, then that's their choice. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe it doesn't go with the theme.
Is this still the same number here?
Maybe every black artist that came to them produced art of equality comparable to Hunter Biden. Because he only got a one-man show because president's son.
Yeah. Well, his art was actually a money laundering scheme, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, 28, 29, 30.
This person that Hitler makes better artwork than they did.
Yeah.
Or Hitler
Right.
made, technically.
Just let him read 28, 29, and 30 because I do want to comment on the portrayal of black characters. But I want to get this shit done first.
Okay, it's almost done. If a character you assume was white in a fuck you. You assume was white in a book is betrayed by an actor of color in a movie, embrace it. White, fuck you with all the fury of 1,000 suns. Fuck you with enough force to blow through your brain cells. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Now I have two. So go.
That one is as stupid as the people who read the Hunger Games and watched the Hunger Games and got upset because the little girl was black. She's described that way in the book.
Yes.
And you know what? If there's absolutely no description of the person, you're not likely to have, if there's no description of the person, it's probably not that good of a book anyway. But
it's not relevant. Really
if there's
relevant.
no description of the person, everybody's gonna is gonna view it from their own perspective. You're gonna bring to it, you're not gonna take from it because there's nothing to take from it. You're gonna bring yourself to it, and if you're not dealing with the character who's described as, skin Snow White, or ebony skinned or something like that, okay, whatever. If the actual description of the character is, one shade darker than albino, everybody should be upset if you put a black person in that role. You know what?
Yes.
If the description of the character is that they look like Clint Eastwood in an old Western movie and they cast Idris Elba, you have issues.
Yeah. If the description of the person is
Idris Elba.
Is ebony black, do you want Jean-Claude Van Damme playing the character?
No, not really.
Him playing any character because of obsession with his butt, but anyway.
All right.
That was back in the day. He's not near as bad nowadays.
He probably doesn't have as good of a butt anymore.
Wow.
He wasn't an attractive man, but he had a nice ass, and they thought it would get women in the theater. It's that simple.
Support 29. Support plays written by and acted and by people of color. The world of theater is overwhelmingly white. No, it's not.
Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, pretty much.
On a Lego.
All right. Last one, 30. Refuse to go to club nights or drag shows or burlesque nights that use culturally appropriate. Refuse to go to club nights or drag shows or burlesque nights that use culturally appropriative acts. The fuck? Word
Don't
salad?
watch the white drag queen singing Gloria Gaynor.
Okay, look, music is for everybody. I don't want drag shows in general, but still, like we've shared like human culture. You shared so much and so much intermingling that you can't really say, no, this is white people, this is black people shit. No, it's not. Like rhythm and blues, country spun from rhythm and blues.
Even homogenous cultures have some outside influence.
Yeah.
Rock and roll is spawned from rhythm and blues. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is spawned from what came before.
Yeah. Boy bands literally used to be barbershop quartets.
Sadly, yes.
Well, that's us going to hell in a handbasket fast.
That hurt, but that is true.
But it's true. Like, old barbershop quartets where the guys be like, yeah, we do. Yeah. And that was 1950 boy bands.
Well, it was called doo-wop back then. But,
oh, well, yeah.
Doo-wop.
Really quick. Okay,
Yes.
no. You said that was the last one, right?
Yes, I said I was only reading to 30.
Okay, then I am going back to the paying attention to your portrayal of black characters. And you guys are going to hate me because I'm going back to Stephen King's It and the new movies.
Go right ahead.
They turned around and took a solid, strong black character who was an intelligent kid who did well in school and spent most of his time doing research and turned him into a punk farmhand who had two choices. Either you work here on the farm or you end up in jail like your dad. And basically just made him a thug with a gun. And that was in the child part. In the adult part, they made him a lying son of a bitch. So, tell me again about how great the amazing changes are in a new representation when you're going to turn around and take a solid character that's more than one dimensional and break them back down into the stereotypes that they're from.
This has always been my thing about certain character changes. Does it service the character in any way to make these changes? And that change there does not serve the character. You had the character you're speaking of. He's the one that calls him back to finally destroy it, or Pennywise. He's hey, I'm the guardian of the town. I see the signs. It's time for you guys to come the fuck back.
Yeah, and the thing is, they go through that, and he's a strong character and everything. But you take any time they do these changes, it rarely is for the benefit of the story, and it rarely is for the benefit of the character, and it rarely improves them.
It really does, And they say this like, oh, we're just making shit better. We're updating for modern audiences, and we're trying to get away from harmful stereotypes.
What's this, bettering the character and making things good like that? We need representation.
Well, I mean, they took the character that was not very representative and they made him more representative.
All right, so I'm going to say this: stereotypes exist for a reason.
Yes, we've had that conversation.
But you got to also remember, look at the time in which it was written. You didn't have the culture. Black people were affluent. And again, look at the area the story is set in. It's rather rural, where you have rich families, or at least well-off families, living together and doing things. There would be no way in hell that a hick would be in that type of setting.
Well, that's not true, but the people in that area that were Hicks definitely were not your common
criminal hick.
Well, let's put it this way: your common black street thugs, which is what they tried to make Mike out to be. Your Hicks were like Henry Bowers and shit like that.
But now I remember, the society, the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I was going to ask if you saw that.
I saw it on the AAA. I think it was Friday.
Yep.
The what?
Let me pull it up.
I am so sorry. The what?
I'll pull
The
it out.
American Society of Magical Negroes. That is the quite literal title. Basically, the story.
Wait a minute. I'll play the trailer first, and then we can discuss it. Hold on, Andrew. Don't you just sit your pretty self right there and get ready for this one. This is going to be quite the doozy.
Am I going to lose my shit?
Probably.
You probably will. This shit is. Whoever decided that this should. Wait a minute. This is IGN. Let me full screen share.
That's what I said.
Kefki's melting down.
Kefki, you did not. I do not stutter. Can y'all see it?
I can see it. Do
yes.
I want to?
Yes. Can you hear it? There you go.
Yeah.
Lately.
I know you can feel their discomfort, Aaron. Watching you walk through a room full of white people was the most painful thing I've ever seen.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't want to take you to a job interview.
There's a recruiting class starting right now, and we got to get you in it.
Welcome
This
to
is
the
just a
American
slide
Society of Magical
Here.
Negroes.
Yes.
It's just a
I
slideshow.
don't really understand.
Oh
It's easy to
shit!
say.
It's fuck. Oh, you forget my internet is ass.
Yeah. Basically, it's going to go through, and what the American Society of Magical Negroes' job is to do is, even though they're these magical, powerful beings, the most dangerous people in the world are still white people, especially white men. So their job is to go through and make sure that the white people, especially the most dangerous ones, stay calm and everything. And he gets set to basically make sure this one white guy is fine and everything, and is apparently supposed to end up with this some woman or whatnot who he ends up having an attraction to. And it's a whole thing of like, if you don't do this, we could all lose our power and some other bullshit. I wonder how you're going to get out of this. It's like, this is retarded.
This is. All right, I'm gonna put. So if you want,
Like, if this is satire or meant to be a comedy, I could get behind it, but it seems like, I mean, it seems like the actors are playing it straight-laced, which is proper.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they're presenting it, it seems like they're trying to say, no, this is a serious film. And how is it that if you have all of this magic and can do all of these things, you couldn't have just made white people entirely docile? Like,
Or
It's kind of like the two different comic book there's been to where it's like one was like only black people have superpowers, yet somehow they're still being hunted down and enslaved by white people. Like none of that shit makes any goddamn sense.
Rodden, you have to realize two things. The people that are writing shit like this
are retarded.
They aren't imaginative. They don't see the through lines. Like if a world exists where one group has superpowers, they would be the dominant group. There'd be no fucking way in hell that if you could conjure fire from your hands, that you would be subservient to a motherfucker that couldn't.
Yeah.
Not
unless that person is somehow entirely immune to fire and is exponentially stronger than you.
It's like whenever you see one reason why I couldn't fucking stand True Blood is that in a society where motherfuckers can do the shit that the vampires could do, even with their limitations, how are they not in control of everything? You live for thousands you're basically immortal. How do you not have plans upon plans upon plans and servants everywhere? Why don't you have your hands in so many fucking pies, so many things that in order to get rid of you, they just had to burn everything down. And motherfuckers wouldn't want to do that. They would just be happier accepting you for what you are. And again, magical Negroes, and they lose their powers if, Whitey isn't happy. That makes no fucking sense.
Well, I pulled that up in another window and I couldn't get through the preview.
Well, don't forget as well that there's also the plausibility that like somehow other than they might lose their powers, if somehow that one comes up, that because of him telling her how he feels about that, they could also erase his memory. It's like, well, which the fuck is it, bro? Is it going to be he's going to lose his powers and get his memory erased and just be a regular black guy, or are all y'all going to lose your powers? Like, no, fucking pick a decision.
Pick a lane. Pick a fucking lane. Again, that I will hurt. So I don't have a problem with the title or anything, and I don't have a problem with the premise. A group of one racial group who have a secret society and they use their powers however they see fit. Okay, I get it. Harry Potter, essentially adult Harry Potter.
Adult black Harry Potter, but the white man is Voldemort.
Yeah, and that's the part that kills me. Like if you said that we have to use our power to ensure that certain people are happy, and you have an Indian guy, we as a collective group are around the world trying to make that so these certain people are happy. That way the world doesn't end because there are these elder gods trapped in human bodies.
Yeah, they're a key to breaking a lock to doing that.
Yes,
kind of like in Supernatural. I think it was season 4 or 3
when it was breaking the seals on Lucifer.
No, yeah, it technically would have been that.
Yeah, again, like if you don't keep these people happy, alive, and functioning, and stupid to what they are, our fucking planet is fucked. Like, so we go around making sure that they're protected, they're happy, and they get whatever they want, because if they don't, bad shit happens. The seals on our planet break, and we're all fucked.
This kind of
keeping them happy is the keeping them happy is the ritual in the cabin in the woods.
Yeah, there you go. That's the ritual in the cabin in the woods.
Well, what I was also going to say in that whole situation, it's kind of like what when we talked about in Talking to the Void with Mitch. A lot of these people, they can get a decent idea, but they are absolutely dog shit at fleshing it out. And They just think if they go with the most bare bones thing of what seems politically topical of white people's devil, that and like they could have even done that. Hey, again, like you said, these specific white people, they need to do that because they're linked to the devil. Like they don't even know it.
Yeah,
we're here to make sure that these potential vessels of evil cannot flourish. And it's that whole thing of we're taking what they can do and we're making a better story because we're able to think. They're like, Black people have magic and white people bad.
Oh,
You know,
That's actually a little bit still too rational for what I
Shit,
saw.
I think I just went like 20 seconds without blinking.
but even then,
Dumbfounded stare.
ouch. But
Oh,
even
God.
then, a story like that could work. Like you said, it's a specific group of white people. It's a specific group of people. And you can even have that the big bad is this Donald Trump like figure who is, yes, once I break and kill these people, I will get my powers back. He's actually the fucking devil, and he's like, I can finally re-enter heaven, or I can finally do whatever I fucking wanted to do. It you, you can essentially turn it into fucking Black Sorcerer's Apprentice. There you go. It's literally Black Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's one big bad that we all gotta stop. These people don't think, and they ruin shit. They Star Trek. The older Star Treks, DS9, Voyager, Next Generation, and the original series, and even fucking Enterprise. They all had topical issues that they discussed, but they veiled them in good story.
And telling a good story is a key component there. The funny thing is, if they did it the way that you're describing, they could have gotten a good show, while at the same time having their wink and a nod to the hidden message. Oh, this is an actual
Orange Man Bad.
reality.
Hey, guess what? There are some white people that are straight up fucking evil.
Yeah.
There you go. You can even have it that like his opening scene is him discussing like, yeah, we're gonna burn half the rainforest because I don't fucking know. I just want half of it burned. Let's get him addicted to crack. There you go. You can establish that he's evil.
Well, that's
good.
It's kind of like the newest movie that came out that's kind of a play on Cabin in the Woods, but it's originally based off of a novel called I think it's Last Cabin at the Edge of the World. It's got Dave Bautista in it, but it's a gay couple that get basically stuck in the cabin by four people, like four just somewhat people, and they have to sacrifice like the gay couple and their child, the child they adopted. They have to sacrifice one of them to stop the oncoming, basically the apocalypse. And as it goes, like they show them how great natural disasters are happening because of them not doing that. And I'm like, I think Cabin in the Woods did it better. Of these people don't know they're a sacrifice into it, because by going through and showing that there are consequences for them not doing it is
make them dicks.
Yeah.
Like, look, we don't want to kill you because we're malice. It's not out of malice we want to do this. There is a legitimate reason to why we need to do this. And if you your life for the one life for a billion lives. Like the greater good. If you live, you won't have a fucking planet to live on because it's all fucking destroyed. So you're gonna die any fucking way. But like you said, in Cabin in the Woods, they didn't know that, and that's why they were fighting against it. And then when they finally come out, like, oh yeah, we kind of fucked up.
Well, they got given the option as well, and they went through and were saying for this whole thing, it wasn't just that one thing; it was several places around the world trying to do it. Because if I think it was Japan that was the one that failed before the last one left was the U.S. If they would have succeeded, the five in there just would have had a regular thing of being in the cabin and then went about their way.
Yeah, because it was
those cute little girls turned it into a song.
We got a bunch of different countries trying to make a go of this. We only have to succeed once to make it work, but we all have to fail to have it go real bad.
Yeah. It is again. They don't know, and they can't. This is why the left fucking fails at everything it touches. That's why it destroys everything it touches. They can't be creative. They can't see outside their box, their little bubble. And because they can't see,
it's because they think they're the most creative, the most there, and everything, and a lot of them, they just don't have the experience, and the ones that do have the experience are just fucking grifters and swindlers.
Well,
Yeah.
also, as communist as they think they are, they're the people least likely to do something that doesn't actually directly benefit themselves. So
yeah, they
can't
this movie is
understand.
fucking stupid.
They can't understand sacrificing themselves for the benefit of
The greater good.
the greater good.
The
I
greater
hate
good.
using that word or that term because that's kind of their terminology.
It really is the
Just
sacrifice
sounds
the need
weird.
to see for the many.
Well,
But as much
the difference, say one of the differences being, and this is where you get some of the, some of the background evil, like in Cabin in the Woods and everything, is you get the breakdown between this is for the greater good and I'm doing it, I'm risking myself or sacrificing myself voluntarily, versus this is for the greater good and we're sacrificing you without your consent and potentially without your knowledge.
Yeah.
And socialism is all about the latter, except for there's no good in socialism. So,
nope.
Again, this is going to fail spectacularly, and then once it fails, it's going to be white people didn't go see it.
Well, are they doing the regular media blitz of white people? This movie isn't for you.
Not yet, at least.
So far, we haven't seen anything of that.
It's just a trailer. I think it just came out. I don't think it has an official release date.
Because they did that with
that's
Black Panther.
What you say, Angela?
I still can't believe the name of the damn thing.
The Society of Magical Negroes. Yeah. I
can't.
No, it's because it's a trope. It's literally a trope. I just totally fucking remember. It's a fucking trope. So, Magical Negro usually refers to a black person that guides a white person. Think Will Smith in The Legend of Bagger Vance or
The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Yeah, the Magical Negro.
What do you know about that? You can't even get a proper job. I still don't hate that movie, but then again, it's one of the just some golf movies I don't hate.
Yeah,
that was one of them, especially because it's got that whole thing in it, and then it's the guy that he's actually helping the golfer. When the kid hears about that, pretty much he's just like, "Don't you talk about your dad like that?" He beat back bankruptcy with a broom. And it's just like, oh, damn. Homeboy got some fire.
So here it is. TV tropes. Sharing. Can y'all see it?
No.
Buffering.
I see the spinning circle of death.
Spinning circle of death.
There we go.
There we go. Which one is it?
Magical Negro.
Where? Oh shit!
It's a trope. It literally refers to, when they give the folksy wisdom, and it's usually depicted as a black person. They're abnormally spiritual for some odd reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go down to films. You see, like Morgan Freeman and all he's always the Magical Negro,
Well, that's just because he's Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman
Well, yeah.
is the magical Negro.
But
That was
just,
awful. I can't believe I said that.
It's
I
all
want
good.
to be killed.
I still like the, South
like
Park
Dogma.
No, I still like the South Park one of that, to where it's like, wow, like Morgan Freeman, like, what are you doing here? Because every time I come and I narrate something, I gain another freckle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but see, like Dogma, how you got Rufus, and you got
Hey, no, Rufus was awesome.
No, it's not that he wasn't awesome. It's just that he literally was the magical Negro. Well, he was the depowered Negro, but he was still a magical Negro. You got Butcher Vance.
Possible.
You got like Beggar Vance and Kyivedam and Morpheus. So it's literally a
I wouldn't consider Morpheus a magical Negro role.
I wouldn't consider Rufus the magical Negro.
No, those two I wouldn't consider the magical Negro.
Well, again,
the thing is, it's like Morpheus could have been anyone, just like Rufus could as well. It just fit into the whole thing of how it was, of kind of kicking it in a little bit.
No, it's usually he delivers folksy wisdom. He's oddly spiritual, and he's highly intelligent.
He was an apostle.
Yeah, he was he was the 13th apostle. For Morpheus, it's like quite literally, you can't really say he's the magical Negro. Like the closest one you could probably say to the magical Negro in the Matrix would have been the Oracle.
Well, technically, she wouldn't fit.
No, she was the magical Negro in that.
Technically, she would have. She guided him to where she needed to be, and it happened more than one time. Because if you look at it, freaking Morpheus wasn't the one being like, no, he's the one and everything. He basically had that whole thing of like, you're starting to believe.
No, Morpheus believed he was the one, and he was the one guiding the entire way through.
Well,
like
Morpheus,
every step he took.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
He even said flat out, from what he was told, it's that he would find the one. It was confirmed by Trinity because she was told that she would fall in love with the one, and the one would be a dead man.
But again, look at every other example of a magical Negro. Beggar Vance. The Oracle is there for maybe one or two scenes. In the first one, she's there for like what 2 scenes, and in the second one, she's there for 1 scene, and in the third one, she's not even there for a whole scene that includes Neo. So, but Morpheus is there the entire time. He is technically their leader. He's technically the one guiding Neo to every place he needs to be, or at least helping him get there.
Except for when it's Trinity doing it for him.
Yes. So she's the magical chick, but Morpheus would be the magical Negro in this situation.
I disagree for that one. I would say for that it doesn't technically have a magical Negro, because again, it's one of those things that there's nothing that I'm aware of that states Morpheus has to be a black man. So quite literally, it could have been anything. Sure,
I'll give you that one. Hey, Rotten, would you read the last one in your beautiful satirical voice? The last article, influencers declare that new American dreams to leave the U.S.
Okay, let me refill my drink real quick. And then I'll do that. So, talk amongst yourselves.
I don't know what happened to Mr. Adam. He was supposed to be here. I guess he got high.
I feel really. That's how the song goes. But now I feel lame. It's the first time I've ever actually said who the guest is on the show, and they don't show up. So I'm just not going to say from now on.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, Angela. Stuff happens. I don't fault Mr. Adam. Like, some could have came up. It's all good.
But I mean, like, how many times have I turned around and known Will was going to be the guest and didn't post it on Facebook?
I mean,
Or known that the guest was going to be Kefki, or known.
Captain, you doing anything? You want to take his spot? I mean, shit. Fuck if I care, you know. Sending you a link, Captain. That way you can join in the insanity. I wouldn't worry.
James is okay.
That's what I'm hoping is okay. He probably fell asleep. Link me, George.
George.
Which way did he go? Which way did he go? But again, this. It's insanity. It's fucking insanity. Who was it that said? I was listening to. I hate myself for doing it, but I was listening to the Temple, and it was talking about again.
Sometimes you're trying to be a JoJo the Indian Boy with a pretty new pet.
What?
It's a Tommy Boy reference. I'm in sales too, Janice, but it's like, but whatever. I'm like JoJo the Indian Boy with a shiny new pet.
Wow.
It's an old movie.
Oh wow, Kefki has appeared.
Boom shaka laka laka boom shaka. Sorry.
Okay, so
Hi, Kefki.
Wait,
Hello, Angela. Hug, hug, hug.
The hug's back.
she's got the reverse, so it's someone else, I guess.
Yep.
So I don't know who this CC Regani is, or Regani P.
I don't know who it is either.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. So we got influencers declare that the new American dream is to leave US as they feel burned out by hustle culture. That should actually be to leave the US.
Wow.
But apparently they just don't understand the us.
Understand the us.
Can I interject here that
Kefki just getting me off. She's almost got me she doesn't have me laughing as bad as I had at a coworker the other day, to where I opened the one door and I hollered at him. And because of the echo and everything, he looked up, and quite literally the look on his face was like, God, is it you?
Oh my God.
And I'm trying to direct him over to me, but I'm trying so hard not to laugh. I'm like, yo, go left and by the door. And like, finally, when he's almost there, he has the look on his face, still looking up towards the ceiling, because there's a catwalk up there of like, look, God, I got work to do. Can you hurry this up or call me back?
God damn!
I'm fucking dying. Like, quite literally, I was almost crying from this. I needed that.
Lord, is that you?
God? Is that you?
I'm not ready to go yet. I got work to do.
Oh no, that wouldn't even been like the whole thing of that. That would have been the whole thing of like the angels revealing themselves in their proper form, to bear that you have great responsibility. Because
can it wait to after my work? I'm trying not to sleep.
According to what I'm aware of, for a lot of biblical culture, or at least of the Bible, the angels only reveal themselves to humans of their actual form, which is why they say, "Be not afraid."
Yeah.
Atrocities.
Giant wagon wheels with eyeballs twirling around in the sky. Be not afraid. You kidding me?
They have to give you this responsibility of a great quest, or a great thing you have to do. So it's like, I mean, which is more terrifying, seeing this strange being that is probably very Cthulhu-esque, or being told that, hey, by the way, you also have the weight of the world now on your shoulders.
Both.
Yeah.
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 They are
Have fun with
freaking
that,
biblically
Atlas.
accurate angels are freaking terrifying. I love them. They're
I know.
terrifying though. Oh my god,
Oh,
they're so
yeah.
awesome.
They actually, if you read it, it actually sounds like human-sized insects. It's really gross.
Yeah, some of them they're so different. Different accounts. Like there's the one with the eagle head, the lion, an eagle, and a goat, or a cow. No, wait. 3 heads, and then a human body, and then there's the seraphim with the multi wings, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
there's the wagon
I
wheel
think-
ones, or for the
Oh yeah, if you want
yeah.
to go to that, Kefki, have you ever heard of the channel Windigoon?
Yeah, I've heard of Wendigoon. I
Yeah,
like his channel.
He did a whole thing about like the different tiers of the angels.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I did
He
not
also
see
did a
that.
whole thing of like doing Dante's Inferno, Dante's
Uh-huh.
Paradiso, and Dante's Paradiso. He also did the 2 books to where they got the thought process of Lucifer was the snake in the Garden of Eden, which is Paradise Lost. Some other books that were left out of the Bible, and then another one of that same person who did the other one that was supposed to be of Christ dealing with Satan in the desert, which is Paradise Regained.
So that's where the misconception of the serpent in Eden is Satan that came from paradise, because the serpent in Eden, from my understanding, is not the devil.
Yeah, like
in biblical text, it's just
No,
the
it was
serpent.
temptation from.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
again, there are two figures that got kind of merged to one, Satan and Lucifer. They kind of got merged over the time because they're supposed to be the epic evil, and they kind of got fused when they were actually just 2 separate beings. Lucifer is the fallen angel, and Satan is one
Morning
of the
Star,
demons.
yeah.
Yeah, and Satan is one of the demons. But hey,
Yeah.
Satan, Lucifer,
One
it's
of
all
the
the same
generals,
now.
I believe, right? One of the generals of hell.
Yes, he
Yeah.
commands one of the great orders.
Yeah, along with oh god,
Asmodeus, the 7. He's one of the 72.
The one that has the name, like they did a parody of his name in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. He's a giant corpse. What is his name? Beetle. Damn it, I didn't
Beelzebub.
know it. Beetle. Yeah, Beelzebub. They did the parody Beetlebub, which was funny because he had all the creepy crawlies. But yeah. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to get on the biblical tangent.
oh no, that was my fault. That was entirely my fault.
I can go on
It's all
that
good.
though. I find it so fascinating.
Shit, go right ahead. I find that shit fascinating too. Hell,
That one of them
Oh yeah, that's
Christian
like
people. So
yeah, the whole
no.
thing of like because of
What did
changing
you
from
say?
I said I'm one of them crazy Christian people.
of the Cupid thing and whatnot is how they got the cherub and whatnot.
Yeah, because cherubim don't look like that. They're grown ass men, and they've got I think 1 set of wings. The cherubim does. The seraphim is the one with the 3 sets of wings, right?
I cannot remember.
I think
Dumbass.
so. Yeah. The little Cupid thing. I always wondered where they got the little fat baby with the wings
That's
from.
actually a Greek demigod that is a child of Aphrodite.
Oh,
Heroes.
yeah.
So I've learned this about just looking at religion objectively. Christianity has taken a lot of things from other religions. It is a hodgepodge of other people's religions. It has the some of the holidays from some of the old pagan holidays.
It
Kinda got
also has
fused.
misinterpretations because apparently the whole thing with
Yeah.
the Christmas tree isn't actually the pagan ritual in that. It's the falling of some tree by a saint, I believe,
Yes.
that had a thing of it.
Yeah.
The
I think everybody
actual
borrows things from.
origin of the Christmas tree is the fact that people did not bathe,
Really?
and they started bringing trees inside the buildings during Christmas parties so that the
To
house
smell
didn't
better.
stink.
Because they stank. Like,
Mhm.
smell some pine needles. You stink. Put them in your pocket. Do like they did the plague. Put the posies in your pocket, wench.
But yeah, that is actually the origin of the Christmas tree.
Huh. That's very interesting.
How? Easter and is actually a pagan holiday, and it just
Easter
kind of
is
got
the rising of Christ.
origin.
Well,
It
originally it was Oster, and it was the beginning of spring.
Well, see,
They-
they merge stuff together, though. I think it's because they're like, oh, these pagans have these holidays, but we want these pagans to be Christians. So, oh, hey,
That's
pagans,
exactly
you
what
can
it is.
still
Yeah,
have this holiday, yeah, but you're going to celebrate because of this now, okay? Okay, but you can still have it, you see. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
the,
just
the
legally distinct.
assimilation of certain cultures and cultural practices. It was like 20 years ago. I was reading about the Catholic Church for tribes basically substituting burning of sweetgrass for Eucharist.
I read this. I read this before. Whenever a conqueror enters a city, in order to placate the people, and this was done like mind you, this is done with the and more pagan religions, more mythological Greek gods and shit. They would attach their gods and say, oh well, this god Zeus is actually Jupiter from ours.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
the Greek and then the they basically have the same gods, they just have different names for them.
yeah,
Exactly.
because
Ares and Mars and
yeah, because it's
yeah.
easier to assimilate, and oh well, they're just different names, and we're
Right.
actually cousins. So it's easier to
Yeah.
accept our rule because
Right.
we're basically the same people. We
And
worship
then
the same
over
God.
time, they just kind of merge into the same deity. They just have two separate names, basically.
Yeah, and
That's
then you
why,
got
that's what's funny is like because Hercules is technically the Roman saying of it. Heracles is actually the Greek
the
saying of
Greek.
it.
Yes,
I like Heracles better. It sounds better.
I do too. And even then you have like I can do the Egyptians. The Egyptians, their gods technically get combined a lot because Upper and Lower Egypt had two separate pantheons, and
Huh.
eventually, yeah. So at one point, Egypt was divided into two pieces. Upper Egypt was ruled by one pharaoh, and Lower Egypt was ruled by another. That's why in some depictions in pictures or hieroglyphs, you see a certain crown is worn in one side and another on the lower side.
Oh.
But when the two became one country or one kingdom, the two crowns got merged. So you have Anubis who is worshipped in
So
the
the
upper part.
snake and the hawk got merged together, basically. That's why they have both the snake and the hawk on
Yeah.
there. Okay.
hmm So you'll have Upper Egypt who worshipped Anubis, but in Lower Egypt you had someone like I want to say not Osiris, but another god of death. And when Lower Egypt was conquered by Upper Egypt, Upper Egypt just like yeah, that god is actually Anubis.
Uh, I
You
know that
know,
Ra is like the sun god. Isn't he the god above all of them in ancient
yes.
Egypt? Yeah.
And there's still some overlap where like they had like Osiris in them and whatnot, and you have different religions having those types of things. So it's not unheard of for a religion to absorb or co-opt a holiday, a festival, a god, a celebration
Yeah.
to come. Oh well, it's really
To
this,
create more
Yeah.
followers, basically.
and
Yeah.
more unity at least.
Yeah.
Now, and you do get a little bit of that with like Catholic Church, especially and everything. But at least the two main Christian holidays, Christmas and Easter, there is scholarly debate as far as Christmas because there are people who say no, it can't possibly be this time of year and have these things, and other people saying this is exactly why it can be. But
The
Easter
biggest
is
thing for Christmas
directly
a lot of people bring up is the fact that in the Bible, it is brought up that Jesus was born on a Jewish holiday, which would actually put his birthday earlier than that.
Yeah, and Christmas we didn't establish based on the Jewish calendar either. Whereas
I mean, it also
Easter
doesn't help
is
that the fucking Roman calendar, or the Romans fucked that whole shit up because
well,
October being the 10th when it's at, October actually 8 and it should be the 8th month because some fucker wanted to put his shit in there because he's being a dumbass.
No, that was
Julius.
that was the switch from the Roman calendar to the Gregorian calendar.
Oh,
Well, what it was a 10-month calendar, and then I think it was Julius didn't want to be subservient, so he put himself in the middle. He put himself.
No,
behind.
actually, the Senate did that, but that's fine.
Yeah, one of them. And that's how that month got started. And I think they added in April because April wasn't there either.
Sanctioned weaponized femboys.
Yeah.
The
so
Senate,
that's how.
in honor of Julius Caesar, created July as the 5th month of the year.
Doesn't mean the 6th.
No, it was the 5th month when they created it.
Oh, okay. And then April got thrown in. It had to be April. Because that's the only one not represented by a god. Or a time, yes. So
by a number, actually.
January is Janus. February is Febrona. March is Mars. May would be I believe it's Murda. June is Juno.
Juno. Okay.
I would beat my mother if she named me Febrona.
No, well, it's a particular goddess.
Like you got Brody in your name. Febrona.
August is Augustus. And then September, October, November, and December are all numbers.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's so basically the calendar was way shorter when
8, 7
it was the Roman.
Yeah, it was 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's September, October, November, December.
12.
And then like you said, Julius got thrown in there and April got thrown in there. Like they just shoved it in. So that's it. Seeing how we're not gonna get to the article, I say we do an asshole story.
I mean, I can read the article now if you want.
Shit, I want to do asshole story. We haven't done those in a hot minute.
That's because you keep doing that stupid article on. Sorry.
I mean, are you sure you don't want to know about the article of the new American dream is to leave?
I was kind of curious.
All right, well, we can do that one. Fine, then we can.
Dream.
I mean, if you really
go,
hold on. If you really want to go into asshole stories, I understand. Okay.
Oh my god!
You know, Tyr likes his assholes.
I do like my assholes.
And you know what he does to assholes? He licks them.
Oh, while I was going there, I wasn't expecting it to, I wasn't expecting anyone to follow me.
I'll be right back. I gotta throw up.
It's one of those, while I was going there, I did not expect to be followed.
I have an extremely dark sense of humor. I used to work in aircraft maintenance, and I've also been drinking, so something's just here.
So you're easily led by sophomoric humor when you're drunk.
No, I've done sober as well, because I think it's funnier than hell.
Look, what I do with my tongue is what I do with my tongue, all right? And a little rim jobbing is not with nothing wrong. It's 2023. It's about to be 2024. We're not judging anymore, okay? Stop the judgment.
I'm not judging you, just as long as you make sure they get a shower. I mean, you can obviously, it's a bonus if they bleach their ringtone as well. But the other thing I can go with in that scenario, I mean, is it not meant to be eaten? It's between two puns.
Oh my god!
Oh jeez. Why?
That place, I'm probably killing some people.
We're gonna clip all this, and this is gonna be used against us.
Well,
And
it's a little harder to use it against me, considering the fact that it's like, I'm going through here and I'm using this voice. So technically, I can pull an Alex Jones and say that I'm playing a character.
shit. We'll do an asshole story and then life advice.
See, I'm just distracted because now I got Baby Panther, and she's enjoying the scritches that Kefki sent.
All right. Would I be the asshole if I moved across the country from my little and baby daddy?
Potentially, depending on family court status and everything, that is being the asshole because you're fucking with your child's development.
I'm going to post it in chat so you can read it.
She's talking about moving and not uprooting the kid, so
again, I'm still going with that. You are fucking with the child's development because, okay, you're not taking the kid with you, but you're taking yourself out of the thing to not give your child potentially two parents to be. I'm just going to go in the whole thing. You have kids step up and be a goddamn parent.
All right.
Yeah, you have the kid be the parent.
All right, wait a minute. Let me. 29 female, had major custody of our little one for most of their life, up until 8 months ago. I asked my very capable and loving baby daddy, 29 male, to have majority custody while I build businesses across the country. The original project was 1 to 3 months. He wasn't making a lot of money at the time, and he hated his job. I worked in mortgages and couldn't afford my bills. I have been gone for 8 months now, and finally saved up enough money to go back and visit. He's also working his dream job now, making way more than he ever has. My work is finally paying my bills and then some. When I asked him, is there a better time or day to visit, he said, book anytime, we're here. So I bought flights for a month and a half in advance. I sent him the dates. Out of nowhere, he's telling the English bitch, do you speak it?
Clearly not.
No.
He's telling I poorly scheduled a trip, and he won't let me see her after school during the week. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we had a surprise $3K bill to pay by the end of the month. The trip is planned for the beginning of next month. And with the holidays this month, Xmas shopping for all the littles has been more of a priority than having money for my trip. I asked my baby daddy if I could stay at his place as to not disrupt their work, school, and activities. He said no. He also said he won't be letting me pick them up from school or be alone with them. So now I'm considering driving across the country to spend a weekend with them instead of the whole week like I wanted. For reference, the little is 4.5 and intelligent enough to understand what's going on. Yeah, I doubt that. I want to sit down with the baby daddy and discuss custody moving forward, as well as re-explaining why mommy has to be away to the little in person. Am I the asshole for abandoning my kid with their more capable father while I'm working on building something? Yes, you are the asshole.
But she's
working
on she's working on making things better. She's trying to get things prepped for her kid, right? I don't see her as being an asshole. I kind of see the dad being an asshole by going, "Oh, you can't go to visit." Blah, 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 blah. He should, and he should be letting her sit down with the child and explaining it. Because,
Both of them
my
should be.
parents got divorced when I was about 4. It was an awful experience. I'm glad they did sit me down and try to explain it to me at least. Because, if they hadn't, it would have been awful. So I can only imagine the poor little kid not, know what the fuck is going on. Where's mom, They need to sit down and talk it out. But yeah, I don't think per se she's being an asshole. Sorry, I just had to weigh in there.
Okay, but
I would say that there's bits of assholishness, but
Yeah.
not full on asshole.
Right. She's
Like,
doing
she'd
it for
be
the
like
betterment
a
of her
three.
kids.
I don't
My-
see this as being an asshole. I
Yeah,
see
she's-
this as
stupidity.
no. I see that. Well, the fact that she thinks she might be an asshole when she didn't do anything that wasn't in the best interest of the child
Yeah.
is
See, I don't
not.
understand that either.
The only thing that was done that is not in the best interest of the child is that they are not married.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, wait a minute. So this is my thing, and the reason why I say that there are several lines in the story that first off, in context, you have to look at. I asked if I could stay at his place, and he said no. There's already an issue with that, and then there's another line where they have to buy stuff for the other littles, so that means there are other kids involved, and I'm pretty sure they're on her. It could be on both their end. I'm not sure. I'm not.
Well,
saying
maybe
that.
the dad has other children by another person and is living with that person, and that's why she can't come and stay.
Why they're not together.
Yeah, that would be, so having your ex-girlfriend, your baby mama coming over to crash on the couch would be awkward as heck if you have other little kids there and another female,
And she, and I get that, times is rough. She could have just rescheduled for another time. She also could have, hey, we got this big expense. I may not be able to see it, but you also have things like, phones. Phones now can do video chat. I get it's not in person, but it's still in person.
Well, it's not the same though. It's
It
really
really isn't.
I get that, but if you want to be in the child's life, you can be in the child's life.
not. Yeah,
It's
but
not the same, but as somebody who only had contact with his kids through things like Skype calls and such for a period of each year, it's better than having no contact at all.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely, yes.
Like,
If
And
you
you're
got the option
assuming
to
that
be there
she's
in
not-
person, be there in person. If you
That's
don't
why, like I
have the
said,
option to be there in person, it's better
Then
than
a
having
Skype
no
call.
contact.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
it's great.
that's why I said I think it sounds somewhat ashholish, which is why I put it so low on the scale, because I still think we're missing some more context.
Yeah.
For
there's-
example, you're
there's too much
assuming that
information.
she's not Skype calling the kids or anything.
I'm not assuming anything. I don't know. Like,
Well,
that's why I said I think
I am.
Well, no,
I think so.
Tier brought it up. I wasn't
Yeah,
talking
there's-
about you, Rodden.
I think we're missing a lot more context, and I don't know about Will, and I don't know about the rest of you. Obviously, Kefki has said it. I know Tier has said that if I remember correctly, that he grew up with just basically his mom. Obviously, we've seen like Kyivedam as the, I guess from what it sounds like, is that she was 4 when her parents got divorced as well. I know I'm sitting here as the kid of a parents who didn't get divorced, though my mother was through a divorce before she met my father. By the way, that is the Wendigoon Hawaiian shirt I bought, and I love it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Notice one of those things is an iceberg.
Oh my
Yeah, one
god,
of
yeah,
them
it
is an
is.
iceberg.
I
And
love the
there's a
eyeball in the
flower
middle of the
Yep.
flower too.
Got the
Yes.
eyeball in the flower. You got the iceberg for the different icebergs and that.
That's slick.
I have yet to try it on and everything. I think I should have gone one more size up, but getting it at an XL instead of a 2XL, it just means I need to bust my ass in the gym a little more and do some more cardio.
That's a nice shirt. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
That's
not-
slick.
Kefki, I gotta say, saying iceberg and then saying that's slick.
Yeah.
I did not even put that together.
I didn't either.
Well done. Well done, Angela. Well done on catching that.
That's why she screamed, Mom.
Well, all right. I will say this: from what it sounds like, She is, from everything I can tell, still trying to be a good mother. So I will never hold that against a person trying to be a good parent. That's why, with the fact that he won't, the baby daddy won't let her stay there. As soon as that was said, I'm like, we're missing context right there.
Yeah, like where'd
Well,
the
the
other kids
fact
come
that he
from?
won't let the kids see her, like won't let her pick the kids up after school, won't let the kids see her unsupervised.
Yeah.
That right.
What
that
is
right
going
there has
on?
got
That's what
some
rang
Sounds
bells
like
for
another
me.
questions
woman.
going on because if no matter if she went away for several months, if she's still legally primary custody, he can't do that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Mm.
No. She said she gave him from. I asked my very capable and loving baby daddy to have majority custody. She
Yeah.
gave him majority custody while
Oh,
she went
okay.
across
The
the.
problem is, it's not like that one freaking video I saw
Hmm.
on Twitter to where the guy's talking to his quote unquote baby mama, and she's saying that he cannot go see to see his kids, or at least his daughter. He can go inside and visit them, but he cannot take his child with him to go out to eat or something because the mother does not want him being around his new girlfriend. Yet
Oh
she
no.
wants to bring over a new boyfriend if she so chooses.
Hmm.
It
Well, that's
reminds
bull crap.
it reminds me of the incident where
A
where
lot of things to where I've seen, like the one that still pisses me off the most in Texas, and I don't know if we went over it, to where uh the guy had been screwed over of seeing his daughter and had to travel like 3 or 4 hours to go pick her up. And the wife or the ex or the baby mother would always basically, oh well, she's at at her grandmother's. We'll need an hour or whatnot, because they'd expect him to start heading towards his house, because they were blatantly screwing with the visitation.
Visitation.
And at
Mm.
one point he got sick of it, so he started like basically getting louder and whatnot. And the stepfather, or at least the father-in-law or whatever, had like gone and grabbed his shotgun and was still like bowing up chest to chest and everything.
the
And
one way he got shot and killed.
ends up shooting him and killing him. It's like, dude, at that point, that's not castle doctrine. Now, I will agree with the guy should have left and straight up brought up all of that shit to the court and been like, look, every time this happens, she never has the child there like she's supposed to. It's a fucking court order. She knows what I'm supposed to get. I'm supposed to pick up the child, and she has been failing to follow that. She is not fit to be doing this.
He got
And
shot
that-
and killed. The
and there's a-
dad.
The dad got shot and killed because he was fed up with it. He was fed up with
Oh.
every time I come to pick up my daughter for my court visitation that the court allows me to have. You never have her ready. I have to now have it that I have to stay at a friend's house in that whole thing. So when you will wait a couple hours because you've then gone to pick her up from your mother's, you'll contact me so that way I can come and get her. It's like if I can come get her within the hour.
Yeah.
It is court ordered visitation that she is blatantly freaking I shouldn't say mishandling, but abusing in that whole thing. So the freaking the stepdaddy or whatever, he wanted to bow up and show it, show who was the bigger. And the fact that he came out there with the shotgun, went chest to chest with the dude before ended up having the whole thing where he shot him, that's not fucking castle doctrine, because you already showed you weren't afraid of him.
Well, not even that. He wasn't armed. He didn't present a threat.
Hold on. With castle doctrine, again, it falls. It's that whole thing of to where it falls into weird things that I agree with and I disagree with, and that whole thing. From everything I'm aware of, I don't remember if they told him to leave. But considering the fact that the dude actually went through an escalation in brandishing of a firearm in that whole scenario, because like for that to have actually been considered castle doctrine and self-defense, from what my understanding of Texas castle doctrine law, in my non-lawyeristic opinion, because I've never passed the bar and I'm a mostly functioning idiot, him coming out and having the gun to try to basically ward him off with that, and still wanting to quite literally bump chests with the guy, he has not shown the whole thing of that he was in fear for him or his family's life. It's one of the few times I will actually legitimately say no. Castle Doctrine does not apply in that whole thing. Like, if anything, it quite literally should have been come out. Like, if you're going to come out with a shotgun, it's come out with it at low ready and say, you need to leave now. Not have it down to where you're holding it like you're going to freaking deadlift with it and bumping chests with a dude while you're freaking yelling at him.
It's not coming out with the shotgun that goes out of bounds there. It's the entirety of the behavior that went with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That poor child no longer has a father now because some idiot wanted to. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
am right there with you. And this is why I have a major issue with a lot of the family court systems. And it's one of the few things I think should federally be done, is that without extenuating circumstances, I think that always it should be 50-50 custody.
I can agree with that.
You have to prove it. You can't just say, I was afraid. This person beats me to automatically be like that whole thing. No. You have to prove that he physically beats you. And I know that sounds mean to some women, but it's also the same thing for some women, because don't forget, there are abusive women.
Oh, yeah. No joke.
Okay. Wait a minute. I got one for you. Just you talking about that reminded me of another incident where we heard it on the AAA, where fucking Harvard is, I think it was either Harvard is getting sued by fucking a former student who was accused of rape, and it was proven in court that it wasn't rape, but they went and had a secret trial. Either Harvard or Yale, I can't remember which one.
I think it's Yale.
Had a secret trial. Huh? No, not Magic Girl.
Okay.
But it was that, they hooked up at a Halloween party. She was into him and talking to him and whatnot, and then out of nowhere she decided, it was rape. And he goes to trial in courts and proves his evidence shows that this wasn't rape. Like you were into him and maybe he ditched you or did something you didn't like, and now it's you coming back at this. Well, Yale goes back and says, oh, well, we've had a hearing about this, and we've decided that it was actually sexual assault, and you can't come to our classes anymore. So he's suing Yale.
Good.
Yeah.
And especially because he didn't get to face his accuser. They didn't go and open. They didn't have it wasn't like an open thing. She was able to say what she wanted privately, and he couldn't rebuff or rebuttal with his attorneys or anybody. And again, it was already proven in court he didn't do this. Like, you don't have any jurisdiction at this point. You can't say, oh, well, we didn't agree with the court's ruling, so we're going to have our own little kangaroo court and find you guilty. Yeah, our little tribunal and find you guilty. What?
I hate to say this, especially given my childhood and my history of but there are way too many bitches out there with making just false rape allegations and abuse allegations out of nothing, just because they know the court is going to naturally kind of lean toward and believe the innocent woman. It's just like the custody usually goes to the mom. For some reason, courts seem to favor females to a degree.
Well, Kefki, that happened back in, I think it was around the 60s or so, because back in the day, if custody was awarded, it was typically before women were really greatly into the workforce, and it was to men because they were the breadwinner. And then it was, from my understanding, and I could be wrong, and I've been wrong before and will be wrong in the future most likely. No. A lot of feminists who brought up the whole thing of, well, no, the child needs a mother's nurturing. That's like, again, like me and Will are in Michigan. Michigan pushed for a whole thing of having 50-50 custody be the freaking blatant, and women's activists and divorce attorneys went, whoa, like we shouldn't be going through and changing things now. It's just like, that's exactly, if you're pushing against it, we should definitely be changing things.
Michigan's custody laws have got some very fun and interesting things in them, because by law now, there is X number of factors that they have to weigh between the father and the mother, and certain of those factors are by definition and default equally split between them.
Mm-hmm.
Earnings is a factor, and it isn't, because the whole point of child support is to balance the earning needs there. And there's others, but it's like, short of actually proving that, and you have to like really hardly prove where one of those doesn't match the default. It's a handful of things that's supposed to determine, and that in a lot of ways it does favor the mom, but then you occasionally get the judge, and my one experience with the whole thing was actually a woman judge who by law had to rule in favor of the mom, because the dad clearly failed on several. He wasn't even trying to be a good parent. But wanted.
Well, that's like
wanted to favor the dad, though. So given the first chance she could, she overturned custody on bogus grounds.
Oh, God!
Because that's like I say former friend. I'll put him as an acquaintance now, just because we've kind of lost contact. That I knew before the military, and he's gone pretty freaking lefty last I knew, and everything. He's got twin girls, and it took him forever and a day, seemingly, to get custody of those two twin girls, those daughters, even after it was brought up that his mother of his children had a registered sex offender in the home.
No.
Luckily, that registered sex offender was not of the
kid diddler.
The kid diddler, the PDF files, because that was one of the few ones to where I would have been like, we need to wound up a posse.
Yeah, no, a
couple of gravel pits, and
So, how about those bears?
How about the bears?
Okay, I would, because of same said friend and a different friend who, again, both I've just kind of lost contact with over the years, and that it's not how about them bears, it's how about that insert local sports team.
I couldn't think of another sports team's name, so
no, you don't even say the sports team, you say insert local sports team.
Okay, but we're all in different locals.
That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to decide who's local to them.
What I was trying to say is that it just seems like, I don't know what it is. I honestly don't, but it just seems like there's just way too many people comfortable with ruining guys' lives with false accusations. It's such a bad thing to make. You should never falsely do that, because you just make it harder for the people, the women that have had that happen, to be believed, and it infuriates me. Sorry,
Captain. I can tell you exactly. There are two main reasons why: lack of accountability, and they want to gain from it. Look at Me Too. I'm going to say, I will say that some of them, it was an open secret what Harvey Weinstein was doing. Like, they made fucking jokes forever about him doing
and that whole thing. From everything we're aware of now, were there plausibly time frames to where he went above and beyond what he should have?
Yes, I will agree.
And that whole thing, and I would say probably 90, from everything we've heard, 90% of the cases that were brought forth, actually, I would say the cases that were brought forth with Harvey Weinstein, it was, well, he told me he'd do this if I blew him or I had sex with him, so I did that.
It's just like it was just like the shit with Bill Cosby. When this all that shit was going down with him, Bill Cosby was on top of the fucking world. he had money and he had connections. Now you're telling me that, oh well, if I sleep with him, he's gonna put me in Ghost Dad 25. You know, he's gonna make sure I get the movie part. But it's true. You know, he had connections,
Of
and
all of
there's
those,
no.
to cut you off and to get a little bit of a palate cleanser, I will still say for the all of those jokes, I like the old Chris Rock one where it's like, well, if I bang this person, that I get this and that, but if I bang Chris Rock, he might pay off my student loans.
Yeah. Like, no offense to either you, Kefki, or Angelo, anyone, any female listening, but females have spread their legs to get what they want for eons.
Okay, well, not all females,
and
but
men have
No, yeah, that's why he
Yes.
was saying not you, not.
there are women that have used giving sex or sexual gratification as a way to get ahead, and there are also men who have hung that over to get sex as a way to get to do that.
We've used, like, both sexes have used sex to get what they want from the other, like whether it's advancement or possessions, or hey, I'm your boss, but if you want that raise, you need to spread.
In other words, there's enough proof there that guess what? There's people. I was going to say,
would you say, Will?
I hear you, Rotten.
Sorry.
No, Will was talking and I couldn't hear. Would you say, Will?
Both sides of the same coin. It's a coin that's almost as old as humanity.
Yeah.
And what I was saying in that situation, wow, it just goes to show you with that whole thing that there's proof that both sides have shitbag people. Hey, guess what? There's our equality. Both sides are terrible.
Both sides are fucking terrible. Agreed.
There are good people on both sides. There are shitbags on both sides. Which one do you want to be?
I want to be non-binary.
I want a third
I
side.
want to kill you now, Rotten. I'm sorry.
You realize that
was
was said entirely sarcastically, right?
Yes, I know.
Confirmed. Rotten is non-binary. Confirmed. Clip it.
No, I'm non-binary.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
like
loose
brine.
connection.
I'm non-binary.
Mother Hubbard, I think I did.
What'd you do, Kefki?
Kefki?
Well,
what happened? Are you okay?
Chicken butt?
Oh no. Oh! I guess she started to growl. Again, this whole shit is fucking retarded, and it pisses me off. Our society only works when there's mutual trust and there's mutual, understanding. Some accusations need to be honest, and some people need to admit what they fucking done.
Yep.
We all again. Go ahead.
Say the first way to get some honesty and accountability in there is to have penalties for the false accusations in circumstances where you can prove the accusation was false. Because there's a big gap in our justice system between not guilty and innocent. Now, legally, they're the same thing. Not guilty means you're innocent. But everybody understands, or is supposed to understand, that our legal system is designed to have the smallest possible potential for an innocent person to be punished for something they don't have. So it's designed to favor the accused. That means there is a block of guilty people that go free to try and avoid an innocent person being punished.
Yep.
So you have to take it to the
I'm grabbing a drink.
If you're dealing with false accusations and everything, the starting process is, okay, they were acquitted. It came back not guilty. Now, is there evidence to prove the accusation was deliberately false? Now that can be between they deliberately picked somebody who they knew could not be guilty, but they were actually a victim, all the way up to they were never a victim.
I got the perfect example for that. Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp was accused, and it came out in court that she spread, she was malicious, and with a jury of her peers found that she was guilty with malice. Like, she intentionally did this.
Where'd they find 12 people that pooped the bed as adults without problems?
They weren't all her peers. Like, I'm pretty sure none of them shit the bed. But still,
They were not all bed
it's the
poopers.
perfect example.
Dun. Retrial.
But yeah, no, it came back and it was okay. You have convinced everybody on the jury that you deliberately and maliciously lied about him doing things that were, civilly wrong and criminally illegal.
Exactly.
Did I get booted again?
No, you're here.
And she should have got. I mean, granted, she did have to. No, you're here.
Tier,
What's wrong?
Do you know that we didn't hear like most of what you just said?
Yeah, I thought it booted me, but actually it booted you, Tier. I'm sorry, Tyran. I ran over a sore ass.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we hear you now.
We can hear you now.
Oh,
like that variety
I was away
commercial.
from this conversation for a bit.
Good.
Yes, it is.
So I've got a palate cleanser. Oh no, I got a palate cleanser joke. Why do paladins love chainmail?
Oh Lord, why?
Because it's holy.
Rim shot.
I gotta steal that. I like that.
I enjoyed
I like
that.
that one. Oh,
I
hey,
also
Terry.
like,
Wait.
No,
there's a Terry.
Somebody has Terry's laugh on there.
There's a Terry.
Oh, someone had Terry's laugh on the sound pad? That wasn't Terry?
Yeah. That wasn't Terry. Well, I mean, it was
Terry's
Terry
not here.
like a couple months ago. But
Where's Terry? I thought Terry was
Terry's actually with his family for the holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, Terry's in Melbourne instead
I
of
hope
being
he's
here
having
with
a
us.
wonderful time.
Every morning I have to take the cows
But his icon
through
is
a
here.
long walk through the local vineyard.
That's Will.
Oh, that's Will! Will!
That is the assimilation.
You tricked me!
Here's another one.
Why?
Here's another one for you guys.
I was like, I haven't heard Terry all night. Where's the quips?
Stop!
Damn it!
Stop that though, because
Tricking
it is
me!
throwing me big time.
So
Me
here you go.
too.
Here's another one for you.
Go ahead, Rotten.
Every morning I have to take my cows
Yeah,
through
right.
a long walk through a local vineyard.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah!
Oh no!
Oh Lord,
Oh,
fail!
I have a meme of that with Riker and Picard. And I don't know Star Trek that well, but I know those two characters. At least I'm pretty sure it's Riker.
That's it.
I know who
Riker is the one with the tall white guy with the beard.
Yeah.
Jonathan Frakes.
Yes,
If I go to here,
Jonathan.
go to this,
I heard it through the great.
this.
That was
and
funny.
more. Bam.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
No.
Just that smile.
I love that hand. Like,
Cause I heard it through the grapevine.
Oh, wow.
hmm.
I don't know that's the song. I'm terrible that
How
way.
much longer will you be mine? I heard
We gonna
it.
get a copyright strike.
If we're singing, we can't really do that. If we were playing the music, then yes, we could.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if anything,
it's
Adam's
it's not
always
music owned
paranoid
by
that
It's not
Oh,
music
God.
owned by Disney, so
We're
that
not
little
likely
tidbit there isn't going to get a copyright strike.
If anything, what we're more than likely to get is like what I got when someone claimed Coheed and Cambria in Russia. So they're gonna be like, you cannot play this in Russia, and I was like, whatever.
Okay. I didn't know
Like-
how to play it in Russia.
You think I'm making money on this when I've got like 30 subscribers? Psh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey,
Like, I know I'm a big deal, but I'm not.
No?
See, today I had my stream that gets banned somewhere between 3 and 6 countries every year on YouTube, but I was on Twitch this year, so
Well,
Yeah,
what you need to do is start
it's
marketing.
the Christmas music.
Well, I try to keep a Twitch window up so that way when like you go on or when Gulf City, Outlaw, 4115, B Token, there's a few others that like, even though I have Twitch muted, so like Monkey was on earlier and whatnot, so I had him up just so I can still give him the views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though, since we had that whole thing, what's y'all's opinion on Twitch being like, oh, we're going to allow artistic nudity? By the way, we're rolling that back.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
24
reversed that real quick.
Wow, that didn't take long at all, did it?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I
find
mean-
that quote unquote artistic is so
Well, people-
subject to interpretation.
Yeah, people started posting art, like drawing pictures of naked women and stuff, and it just got out of hand. They
Oh,
opened the floodgates. They really did.
They straight up immediately started abusing it. Like, I would not care if Twitch did an entire thing to where it's like, hey, you have to go through and like verify to be 18 plus. Like, the chick who is naked from basically the upper chest down, but you can't see that. I don't care. I think it's in bad taste. And I know there's the people that are like, oh, men are so pissed because women are coming into their spaces and they're kicking their ass. And it's like,
she's a cam whore.
I
She's a
still
fucking
don't
cam
know how. I'd rather watch a freaking cam girl. At least then I'm going
Again,
to see all the nutty bits.
well, no, it's again, it's going. Most of the problem with Twitch now is it's cam whores being that aren't cam whores. It is. Oh well, I can just sit here and get like a fucking Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf.
It's the whole thing of it started out that they were kind of playing games, but they were playing them in more provocative clothing, I think.
Yes.
Cat.
And that's just the way it delved in, and it's just like what happened with Owen. A bunch of other women saw, hey, this is working for a small portion of women, because even though the like they weren't near as bad at they weren't, I shouldn't say as bad, but like weren't as good at the game, they usually still had somewhat of a personality. They weren't just like, look at my chest bounce as I play this weird game.
Yeah.
But they still at least tried. A lot of them did. And
Twitch
then
is starting to become Howard Stern's radio show.
the whole thing of how they bought the fucking stupid ass ear mics and they fucking lick into them like still
Ew.
popular. I don't even understand most ASMR.
Some of it's relaxing. Some of it's
Holly's got that
relaxing.
new like button thing that's got Omega on doing like an ASMR of like the like or press the like button. I'm just like, dude, I about fucking, if I'd have been wearing headphones, I'd have thrown them bitches.
Again, it's cam whoring without cam whoring.
Okay, forgive me. You don't like
Which is a reminder right now for everybody in the audience, if you haven't yet.
Oh
hit that like
God,
button.
no! That reminded me of that weird ass video with the little
ice cream's so
emoji
good.
foods.
Oh
The
no,
little
those.
Ice
Yeah.
cream's so good.
I don't understand those things.
That is so freaking bizarre.
It is.
What?
I don't know what they're doing. It's like
It's
like
some
the
weird
whole.
thing for streaming on TikTok. I don't understand it.
Yeah, they're just
And-
sitting there saying words and doing like I think they call it.
Oh,
NPC.
gang.
Where
Oh,
they're,
pop,
where
pop,
they're
pop.
acting like they're eating the stupid.
Ice cream's so
emoji.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
Responding
I
to the
don't know
emojis.
why. Yeah. It's so weird.
That is so fucking retarded.
It's
so
bizarre.
weird.
Like, what is that?
And if you want to see Tyr responding like that, you got to throw a metric butt ton of cash at him.
Yeah.
Have
I'm
him
just
say
like,
F you.
if you're doing that, if you're paying money to send an emoji to turn around and get a chick to do that, you're clearly a feeder. You need to find an eater and go do your thing.
That's the
You're
thing
a
is, the
feeder,
woman
you
that was
need to
on
find
there
an
was
eater.
not a big
That was
gal.
great.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll openly admit to this day, I've never understood mukbang.
Oh God,
I've
I hate
never
that.
understood mukbang.
Oh Lord.
All
I
right.
don't know either.
So the origin of it was Asian people doing, like, you know how it was Japanese people doing, you know, to give the simulation of being eating with someone.
Oh, so
Yes,
you weren't alone?
because they have
They're
a
lonely ass people.
Oh.
Yes.
well, Japanese society is very fucking different from American society, and there are certain aspects I do really like about it, but there's a lot of others I really don't.
And
Like the
with that
used
being
penny
said,
vending machines.
Even though I got to go to mainland, I never actually ran into one of those, and we went to some of the weirder places in Japan. And that whole thing, like the bigger thing was that I definitely did like was a lot of a lot more respectfulness, which is why that YouTube streamer or TikToker or whatever the fuck he is that's in jail in Japan. That's like
good, and he needs to fucking stay there.
Oh,
Wait,
he's
what
found out that
happened?
he was doing shit he should not have been, being a complete fucking asshole.
Oh.
And thinking that because he's black, he can be like, I'm black, you can't do anything. And it's like, motherfucker, you're in another country.
You're
They
in
don't
another
fucking-
country and you are in a culture that actually kind of demonizes black people. That's not a good idea.
That's the funny
Yeah.
part. Like, for most of what I saw of Japan, they don't demonize black people. They demonize some of the culture of that aspect. Like China is more likely to, or like China or Korea or Vietnam is more likely to demonize black people than the Japanese are, because they're closer to them. Because they're quite literally our cultures that, like, because of where I used to work, they had one guy that was still on staff because he had a decent relationship with them, and their culture was people who were bald were most likely to be in the like the cartel or the mafia type thing.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What the?
Granted, this is also like 20 years old information. Technically, probably longer than that. No, it's
you
not.
know,
Plus,
what was his name?
but yeah,
John Somali.
yeah,
There
Somali.
it is.
He is in a Japanese prison, and apparently has said, like, I regret coming to Japan. It's like, dude, I was in Japan for almost 3 years. I don't regret a fucking moment of it, other than the fact that I wish I could have learned the language better, because I felt like a dick in a lot of cases. And I enjoyed my time there, but I also went to the proper thing of blending with the fucking culture.
When in
Not
Rome, do
being
it
an
alone.
asshole. Yeah. That's
Like,
important.
He actually, I think he actually got his ass kicked on one of them by a group of Japanese men.
And they should have beat the fuck out of him. And he was just being a dick, like he was playing porn on the goddamn the train.
On the subway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh
actually
my
had
God.
it is one of, I think it was my second tour in mainland when we went on TDY there, and one of the other NCOs got a phone call, and he answers it. And he answers it quietly, like, "Hello, what do you want? I'm on the subway. They're starting to stare at me. Make this quick, or I'm hanging up on you." Those were like the words that quite literally came out of his mouth. He's like, "Make this fast. Text me, or I'm hanging up on you." Like, quite literally, he was already starting to get dirty looks, and he had that look of like, I don't like this. You're putting me in the spotlight. I don't like this shit. Now, one of the things that is extremely weird in Japanese culture that will throw a lot of Americans off, especially a lot of Karens, and that whole thing is seeing 4-year-olds without any adult supervision on the subway in town.
Actually, I just had a conversation with someone at work about how like when I was working, about how he used to work at SeaWorld, and there was this one time a Japanese couple went on the Skyfari and left their kid in the stroller at the one end of the Skyfari.
Oh no. You
And
can't do that.
took the ride over, not realizing that was not the norm here.
All right, so
while in Japan, quite literally, I saw kids that had a train pass, because the cool thing about their train pass, sorry to cut you off here, is quite literally you can go through and put money on it, and they have literal, like, you can even use that train pass on the vending machines to buy stuff.
Oh,
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's super freaking cool. So it's a great thing if like your kids have to go somewhere or whatnot, and it is a way to give them to teach them responsibility at a much younger age. Like one of the bigger things as well is typically if you're unless the train, like the subway is very, I say subway, but like train is very empty. If you're anywhere from, let's just say like 16, like, or I should say anywhere like above an elementary schooler to probably damn near in your mid 30s, you probably ought to be standing on the train. Unless you're pregnant or old. Like quite literally, you are expected to give seats up for the elderly.
I was going to say, unless you're broken, I hope.
Yeah. Like if you're obviously broken, they'll be like, okay. But it would still even be kinder in your favor to look like you're trying to get up, being like, no, I might be broken, but I'll fucking manhandle myself on the subway to get up here. You sit down, sir. You've had a life.
But see, that comes to homogenous culture.
Well, it's not just a homogenous culture. It's, and I'm not going to say it's a sign of respect. It's respectfulness for yourself and the other people around you.
Well, what my thing is, when I could stand on the trolley, I gave my seat up. Literally every time. I taught my kids early on, too, that is what you do.
Yeah,
but I physically can't stand on the trolley anymore.
Yeah, I think I only used a seat once or twice my entire time there. And I will still say this as well. I miss the arcades in Japan. Like, don't get me wrong, I miss the food. Like, I totally miss the ramen shop I used to go to that was across the street from a Marine base, or technically a Navy. But I miss the arcades. I didn't even care about the games. I loved the regular arcade games. I loved the claw games. I won so much useless shit that I just loved. Like I won several. I've won probably like 2 dozen figures, 3 dozen plushies, probably like 4 or 5 sets of Bluetooth headphones or speakers. I won a freaking vacuum for my vehicle that has a plug-in for my vehicle in a train game.
Yeah, they got cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
and the claw machines.
Well, I was also in mainland. I have the picture somewhere. I'll have to find it. And I saw a Pikachu bus.
A what?
Pikachu
bus?
Wow.
Okay.
I am trying to see if I can find it real quick. Don't let me stop you guys from talking.
Yeah, but it again, some people, this asshole Johnny Somali needs to. He is a symptom of a larger problem. Him, Mizzy, those fucks that run into.
Mizzy was in England and would do the dumb shit of like walk into people's house and stream it on TikTok.
Oh,
cool frog.
That's fun.
But they're symptoms of a much larger problem, a much larger disease. You know, these clout chasing assholes, and I'm sorry to say it's younger kids, but these two guys are particularly black, which makes it even fucking worse. You know, they have no respect for authority, huh?
Black people are thugs.
Oh no!
Jerry?
Thank
Wait.
you, Karen.
It's Will's sound
That
pattern.
what would your grandmama? Every time it sounds like he's right there. It sounds like he's right
It's
there. It's
because
so
Will
crystal
is
clear.
right there with his voice on his sound pad.
It's
The
supposed to
sound
sound
pad
like
is
he's right
amazing. It
there.
doesn't even sound
I
like a
am
sound
right here.
pad.
Yep,
I mean, that's a good sound pad.
he has absorbed them.
Oh, was that
Thank you,
you,
God.
Rotten?
I said nothing. Here,
All right,
is the best I can get to zooming in.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my goodness! It really is a bus shaped like Peachy.
Yep.
oh
That
Lord,
hurt.
But now,
Sorry.
now's
Sorry.
the big question: is it an EV? Is it an electric
Probably not.
vehicle?
ha!
Well, that's
Oh
like
my God!
this
Look
is
at the
one of the
claw
local
game.
arcades I went through, and
Look at the
I
plushies. I want them
love.
all. Oh
Like
my
one of the other
God!
things I have is like, here's one of the briefer things of a lot of the collections I own.
Oh,
Rotten, I think you broke the
look
Kefki.
at the little Snoopy.
Oh, they
Oh,
are
funny.
adorable. You got an
I-
Eevee.
It's just
Yep, I got an Eevee. I also have a
She said right
trophy
there,
on
Eevee.
somewhere. The Lapras was the first plushie I actually won in mainland. The
Oh, nice.
Snoopy's was contacting my mom, being like, because I know she was a big fan of them. Was, hey, would you like one? And she's like, if you can get me one. So the one that's the actual sitting there white one hangs in my mother's vehicle.
Aw.
Oh God, they oh Lord Jesus
To
Christ.
find it, see if I can go through it.
Look at 'em.
See, Rotten, you're single just because you're you.
Yep. Well, that's like in the whole. Okay, there's that one as well. The same time I saw the, or I shouldn't say same time frame when I saw the Pikachu bus. I also managed this. Now, granted, that's just a
Oh.
regular set of headphones.
That looks broken.
Yeah, it quite literally caught it just right that it could not open up far enough
Oh,
to drop.
they got little
Aw.
stoppers on their claws. You can actually
Oh,
grab
yeah.
things with those.
One of the other really cool ones I went to was seeing this.
Oh
That's
my!
a giant
God.
fucking Gundam.
Oh,
I
That's
never,
a
That's
Gundam.
way.
I never
my
got to witness it, and
God.
quite literally, like that. They are like the people that are down here. Like you see this woman with a bag, and this guy over here that's like crouching to take a picture of it. Like they are not that. They are super small compared to it.
And that's how a Gundam would be.
Yes. Like,
Rotten,
great.
I
Oh
think you are
my
literally
God.
breaking Kefki.
That shit
Captain's
fucking
already-
cool.
I did
Captain
not.
was already broken.
They would do it where, like, depending on the time frame, it would actually go through and change a little bit. Some of the stuff would move around, so it'd have its quote unquote transformation, and we never got to see it because when we went to hear one of my coworkers, he spent I think it was just shy of $400 on Gundam figures. I'm sorry, not Gundam figures, Gundam kits to build. He doesn't even build them. He got contracted by one of his bosses that's like, hey, buy when you go there, because they have specials that I cannot get anywhere else, and I love building Gundams. If you get me these, I will reimburse you and then some. This dude was also like really super cool, but he's also like 6'3", 6'4", and built like a brick shithouse.
Damn.
Yeah, he's one of the few people that I was pretty sure at like 5'10" and like 215 that he plausibly could have picked me up underneath my armpits and lifted me like a child.
Wow.
Yes.
We had one day that I was doing a supervising thing, but because the plane had called out for my my career or my job of what was a problem, I came in to use the restroom and to wait for the plane to come in there for the debrief. And he's like, "What are you doing here? My guy's out there helping you." Blah blah. I was like, "Bro, only reason I'm here is because it called out. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You know me better than that." He goes like, "Oh yeah, that's right." It's like I had a moment, man. Sorry, like got a little up there. It's like it happens to us. Oh, dude, like I will still say, like I am jealous of Farzu's me getting to go to Japan for Christmas.
Is she or is she? Is she gonna go?
Yeah, her and her parents are going to Japan for Christmas. Like I am
That's freaking awesome.
Well, Farzus me lives like a
She lives
puddle
in
jump
Australia.
away from Japan.
Lives in Australia.
I would love to go back to visit.
I would love to go visit. I would. Oh well, shit! Hey, Mr. Adam.
Hey, he lives.
Ha! Sneak
Yes.
attack. I waited till
Welcome,
the
Adam.
exact moment that the show was about to end, and then I join in.
Yeah. Do you want to boot me now, Tier? Now that Adam.
No, you're good.
You sure?
I mean, we don't have.
Oh wait, hold on. Were you
James
having,
is missing.
Kefki,
James disappeared. So.
Understudy for Adam?
No.
That's
No. No. It's called replacement. It's called upgrade.
No. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came
I
from.
can't catch a break, dude. It was
It's
yesterday.
a downgrade. I'm sorry. Look. It's
Wait a
a
minute.
downgrade.
Save it for Monday night. Save it for the battlefield on Monday night. Save it then.
I'm glad you're okay though, Adam. Very much so.
Well,
I'm
no,
glad.
okay, yeah, I'll come clean. I asked Tier what the show time was, and he told me, and I was like, all right, cool. I gotta look. It's a nice brief opportunity for a quick nap, and then all of a sudden the quick nap turned into all of a sudden I'm sawing logs and missing
Well,
shows.
you're tired.
And
You
by
work
the
all
way,
day.
that picture that Tier's showing up on that one was my balcony of where I lived in Okinawa.
Oh my
That's
god,
not
that's
bad.
beautiful. I love that though. Those little houses. Look how little the house is. Oh my god, it's
Oh,
so
those
cute.
are all apartments, basically.
Wow.
The really cool thing was in 90% of the cases, the ground floor was always parking. So you always actually had covered parking, which was fucking dope.
Nice.
That's not bad. Again,
Are there elevators or is it walk up?
It was stairs.
No.
That's like my
Can't-
first trip in mainland as well. I also got to see this. That is a
that's
jean covered
cool.
moped.
That's the.
Oh,
This looks
what?
like something out of Akira.
Someone went and put jeans.
Denim all over their
Oh my god, that is denim. Oh my god.
that's
What
kind
the
of nice.
hell? I didn't realize that was denim. Ah, no.
It's
Also,
Wolverine's.
Stop and see a
Wolverine's
liquor
dream
store. I got
moped.
to see like this one for whiskey.
Heineke? Heineke. There we go. That's funny.
There's also this one, the Black Nika Special.
I don't drink, but when I do, it's a Black Nika special.
We also stopped off this place that was called Monster Grill, and I won't show the place the sitting 2-ounce steak because it does show one of my old coworkers who's a really cool dude.
That looks like
This was-
Sanguine on that.
This was
black-
my steak.
Oh,
That's a beautiful looking steak.
Bro.
oh god. Oh god, I need it. Oh god.
I want to.
Oh,
And you can see some
god.
creativity of how good people are with building Gundams from the figures and whatnot.
Yeah, that's awesome, but let's talk about the steak. Sorry.
I'm a Kefki there.
Captain
That's
inside the steak.
But this place I went to, if you ever
Yeah.
go to mainland Japan and you find a place called the Monster Grill, it's a little out of the way and everything. You'll have to actually look it up. Whatever thing you want it in, so it's like if you want it rare, order medium rare because this is a 32-ounce steak. If you want it medium rare, order medium. because that son of a bitch is like an inch thick, if not thicker.
So if I want it
would
mooing at
order
me,
it rare because
rare.
I'll
Yeah.
get a blue rare steak.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love rare steak. I'm paranoid about, I've always told don't eat rare steak because you'll get worms. But that's the way I digest
That's
rare
pork.
steak better.
I can show one of the things I have to bring up to copy
But I love rare steak.
here.
That's the best
Well,
way to eat
steak
it.
Isn't near as bad. It's ground.
It's
that you
pork
don't
that
do that.
actually.
It's pork.
Oh, pork.
Chicken that you don't want to do this with, and ground beef, because technically ground beef, all of it is the outside because it gets
Oh.
Yeah. One
tumbled
of the
around.
reasons why rare steak is so okay is because your big contamination is where it's exposed, where it's cut and everything. Well, you sear that.
Yeah.
You cook that
Oh.
part completely. So
All right. So you saw that steak, right? Are you ready to see something absolutely ridiculous? This is a
I even
Yes.
want the
2 ounce
corn. Yes, the
tomahawk
corn
steak.
looks delicious too. Oh God. Oh my God. Give it to me.
Holy shit.
Kefki, did you have dinner?
No.
Now
That's
I
that's a trauma.
I struggle
That's
to eat
amazing.
my 32-ounce steak. The gentleman in there with the cat T-shirt, really cool dude. Wife's pretty cool as well, and she was a Marine.
That's a side of beef right there.
He looks so
the
skinny
entire
too. Don't
fucking
tell me
thing.
he ate that. Oh my God. He's so
He's
skinny.
like
How did
6'3", fucking scrawnier than hell, but can run like a motherfucker. And he ate the entire goddamn thing.
he
Like
ate the whole
when
thing.
we get off stream, I will show you a picture of what it looks like
The
compared.
remaining bone.
No,
Oh,
what it looks like compared to his head.
oh
God
my
damn.
God.
Good.
Oh my
I
God.
will.
Yeah, it's like something out of the fucking Flintstones. You see Fred Flintstone carrying that around, taking a big ass bite out of it or something. That thing is huge.
That thing is
I'd have to turn that into a full
Brontosaurus
meal.
Yeah,
You have a
exactly.
gay old time.
Here's
Brontosaurus ribs.
the giant Gundam
Wait.
in Akihabara.
Want it.
No, not in Akihabara. Akihabara is like Weeaboo Square.
The pink.
Um,
Does the pink light up?
yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, have any of you been to the main street in Vegas?
Yes.
No.
Yep, no.
So okay, so Angela, you said yes, right?
Yes.
So you know how you see a lot of people, hey, you want to see some titties? Hey, you want to see some titties? Handing out cards for strip clubs?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Picture that, but instead of that, it's for maid cafes or cosplay cafes.
Huh.
Which is basically the same thing, only
Yes.
No titties?
Oh, there's still titties. It's
there's
Ah.
titties. They just also happen to have like aprons.
they're just covered, and there's a
Ah.
theme,
They have a maid outfit on their titties.
or
So
they're
Ah.
in
they're
cat,
clean.
or they're in a cat girl cosplay.
Yeah.
As long as you can see him bounce, right, Lodi?
Right.
Wow.
I agree with
Well,
Lodi.
I mean, she's not wrong.
She isn't.
Look at all that stuff. What is that?
That is Gundams made by individual people, kind of like
Oh.
this one.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
That is way cool.
Because where that giant Gundam was also the basically Gundam museum, so they have quite literally displays like this of Gundams people have made themselves.
That's so cool.
One of the other
It is.
really cool ones that someone went with was this.
Whoa.
So quite literally, they have it hanging as if it were in 0G in space.
Oh,
cool.
so cool.
Yeah. The shit
That-
they did there was so goddamn ridiculous. It's one of the reasons why I say if you ever get the opportunity to go, like, to visit Japan as a tourist, I highly recommend it. Just don't be a dick.
Don't be Johnny Somali. Got it.
Yeah.
You've already said
Yeah, don't be
multiple
Johnny
things that
Tamale.
say that even if I did have the desire to go, I wouldn't be able to.
Like, one of the
Same.
biggest things you need to know
Stairs.
is basically like,
Multiple
especially if you're going through a crowd, is sumimasen.
Assuming
Excuse
my
me.
what, huh?
Sumimasen, which is Japanese for excuse me.
Oh.
Quite literally in bars, like I went through when I was going to go have a cigarette in the smoking room because they actually had a smoking area, which, dear God, I love that. They had a specific room. Oh, no. You'd like this, Kefki, because the room, they had a specific room that was sealed off, like a door would open and close for it, which had express exhaust to make sure in the rest of the bar you would not smell smoke. And you did not.
Oh.
That's nice.
Environment.
They did the same thing for the airport. This is the reason, one of the main reasons why it's like I didn't mind being a smoker there because of what they did.
Huh.
So it was one of those few things where it's like you don't have to deal with some jackass smoking a cigarette right near you. And you're like, oh my God, I want to fucking put his own cigarette out in his eye. No. They go into a specific area that's meant to pull the smoke away from it. So everyone else doesn't have to deal with it.
I want to put his cigarette out in his eye.
Well, I remember one of the interactions between Kefki and Gutenberg, and I swear she was about to say something like that.
Oh God.
We do not mention the Goot on here.
I don't know. He just kept doing it, and I thought he was gonna stop. You know, I thought he was gonna stop. I asked him to stop.
What?
He said he was gonna stop.
He was an asshole.
Every time I talk, you start going, oh, like that, going, oh, you're a VTuber. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop it. Started grating on my nerves, and I was just laughing because I get nervous. I laugh, and sometimes when I get pissed off, I laugh. And
Better than me, I cry when I get mad. Ugh.
I could do that.
That's
too,
why
yeah.
I mean,
It depends on the anger level.
With the whole process to let you know that it's like this is why, like in public as well, they also have, like out in the regular public, designated smoking areas.
Is gorgeous, that picture. Where is that?
That is
gorgeous.
Okinawa.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
I think that was after one of the times a couple friends that we would go and get lunch and then go get coffee afterwards.
It's beautiful but terrifying at the same time. I'm scared of big bodies of water like that, but it's gorgeous. Look how blue that is.
Oh, I'm totally there with you, Kefki. That's the reason why I didn't try like snorkeling or scuba diving, because that's somebody else's area.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Y'all have to tell NASA folk.
Look, there are booger bears underneath the water that will get your butt. I don't care what anybody says. I'll be swimming in there. Loch Ness Monster is going to get me.
People also don't realize that anglerfish are not these small little fish. They're big enough to eat you.
Oh, geez, no.
I'm more worried about
They're not where you're going to be swimming.
I don't care.
They can come over there. They might say, hey, look, it's rotten. I'm going to come bite you right in the butt.
This is when the great old ones want to come forth from the great depths. Considering the fact we know more about space than we do about our own ocean.
I know, right?
I know that anglerfish can't live in that shallow a water.
Wait, everybody, wait a minute. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Kefki's already here. She's not going to come from the depths. She can't come from where she isn't. She's already here.
You one of
Down
the,
from the
up
depths.
from the
30 stories high.
30 stories high.
I am completely with
exactly what I was doing.
I am rather reaching out into space to go into that great beyond than I am trying to look into the ocean's fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
I actually I'm one of the people who says we should try terraforming the ocean.
Angela, you said the anglerfish can't live in the water. Will
shallow. It has to be a certain specific depth.
Yeah.
Will it crush them or something?
Deep water fish. It requires a certain amount of pressure.
Yeah.
It's
Part of the reason that anglerfish have that lamp on their head is because the depth that they live at, there is no light down there.
But the only problem I have with those anglerfish is they keep shooting out shrimp at me, and I just want to get past them.
What game are you playing?
Mega Man 2. Waiting for somebody to say
exactly, yeah. I remember that now, actually, yeah.
That was my my 2 cents. I
If
didn't
you're
really.
Mega Man 3 is better.
Whoa!
Fight me!
Why do
Ah.
you? Why are you so hostile?
I'm sorry, I'm teasing you. It's because I love your face, and
here
I'm
it
glad
is.
to see you. I'm glad you're okay.
Hey, Mega Man 3 is a good game. I like
It is the best Mega Man game for the Nintendo. It's got Quick Man. It's got Quick Man and
Quick Man.
Quick Man. I can't look. I remember him specifically because his fucking stage. I can't get past his fucking stage. Those stupid little beams that shoot out. And if I don't have the stopwatch from Time Guy, that's not his name, but. If I don't no, that is Quick Man's power, the stopwatch. Look, if I don't have that, I have a hard ass time getting through there. I used to, dear Jeebus, no.
Hugs to you too, Keith. Sorry.
What is that underwater? No.
They're statues.
No. Jeebus!
Let's not scare.
Oh, God,
please.
that startled the shit out of me.
Hey, there was
Oh.
also a statue of Jesus that was down underwater that people found. That were like, oh shit.
By the way, Mr. Adam,
Sorry.
I have to apologize.
Oh,
Kefki's
God.
probably mad at you because I made the mistake of actually announcing who the guest this week was going to be, and then you didn't show up. So
I'm mad at you.
He was probably worried about you.
Yes.
Oh well.
Yes, I actually is.
Well,
First time I ever say who the guest is going to be, and he doesn't show up.
I figured
that
Mr.
was my
Adam
problem.
just decided
We
he
need to
was
show.
gonna
Oh
take
God,
a
is
man
there
nap
something going to show
and
up in
didn't
front of
realize
the?
he wasn't actually,
Oh God.
No, I
I-
took my
I know how-
meds a little bit
Okay.
different at a different time.
Is something
so.
going to pop up in front of the screen again like last time?
It almost looks
It's-
like somebody shot her
It's
in
huge.
the shoulder.
Oh my God, it's
That
huge.
can't be real.
It's a person.
It isn't.
Oh, it isn't. I
Oh, it
thought
has
that was an
two
actual
faces to show
statue
for it.
I
underwater.
was like, how big
It
is that
is.
statue? I
Well,
mean, obviously,
it's
the
a-
giant
it's
statues could
a
exist
actual
underwater.
Well, yeah, it could, but I mean, there's
What
this.
were you trying to say, Rotten?
Oh, sorry,
It's not
Rotten.
an actual statue underwater. It's one of those things to where it's meant to be like a short horror film type thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
They look
okay.
around, and then all of a sudden, two more faces come forward.
Oh dear God, no.
It's called. It's called.
It's called
Telasinophobia.
terrifying. It's called the only horror movie that will actually scare me. Yes.
What does?
Sorry, just thinking about it. It's scary.
It's called telasinophobia. It's fear of water.
Look, okay, but see, it's
that
justified.
was just
Rotten can
rabies.
back me up. There's things in there that can get your butt.
Look,
Hey,
we
hold
thought
on,
for
is-
years the giant squid was a myth until we found one. And realized, oh
Exactly.
shit, it's
Yep.
true.
And there's an even bigger one called the colossal squid,
Oh,
Mhm.
Jeebus.
Yeah.
and we found
Yeah.
that. Yes, ma'am.
I do need to warn you that Terry's not here, so there's nobody to turn around and tell you when it's getting too late.
Oh, God damn it.
Wait, what happened to Terry?
Terry,
Terry's in Melbourne.
He's right there, Adam. Don't you see Terry?
Yeah, I see him.
he's in.
Hey, Terry,
Melbourne.
why are you a goober? See, I can make him laugh.
Am I supposed to call him Terry?
Oh,
as
Will,
well?
you were supposed to have your sound pad ready for that.
Yeah.
There you go. Get that.
I'm gonna have to change it up for the show next time. Terry of Will. He's no
Terry
longer
of
Terry Salt.
Terry of Will.
He is Terry.
It's Will of Terry.
Will
It's
of
Will of
Terry.
Terry.
So are we at the this one now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Time
wait.
to
So talking about underwater statues, at one of the Camp Crystal Lakes, I can't remember which Crystal Lake it was, that they put a giant, they put a stone statue of Jason down there with the chain around his neck. It's
Did they
really
really?
cool looking.
Well, that's like there's a spot down. I know where. Oh God, I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Where it's at in the U.S. because it's a town that basically got flooded and whatnot. So while people do swim in there, like a lot of people have died, and they plausibly conflate it to evil spirits and whatnot,
Oh.
not realizing that someone could have quite literally dived into something or dived underneath into something to where their
Uh-huh.
body could not have come up.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because
Okay.
there's quite literal shit in there.
Because Kefki said Camp Crystal Lake, I have to say my brother is incredibly awesome. For Christmas, like 3 years ago, he gave me a vial of water from Camp Christmas.
I have one of those too. Mama's Mad Mama's bottled water from Crystal Lake. Is that it? The Mad Mother's. Yeah, Mad Mother's.
It's just
It's awesome.
Vial that is authenticated as water from
Yeah.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, it's so awesome. That was very sweet of your brother. That's
It
sweet.
is a good
It's
idea.
so cool. Don't drink it though. I don't know if yours is the same, but mine's got little
Mine
floaty
isn't
critters
a
in it.
bottle of. Yeah, mine's not a bottle of drinking water. I would not drink this.
Oh yeah, no. Oh gee, what's no? Godzilla. Okay, see, this is why I don't go into water. I can't watch that.
Yeah, and the worst thing is nobody would know that you were eaten by Godzilla.
Nope.
You'd just be gone.
No, I wouldn't. I'd just claw out of his tummy.
Okay.
Joe.
Godzilla's
That's
not
only
gonna
if he
eat me.
swallowed you whole.
Godzilla, sweet tree 50.
My name.
Yo, you
Joe.
Oh wait, that's King Ghidorah. Never mind.
All right.
I'd deal
I
with
got-
Godzilla over King Ghidorah.
I would.
I like King Ghidorah. King
All
Ghidorah is
right,
awesome.
let me do my shells. Let me do my shells.
What's that shields? Gotta do the shields.
I gotta do my shells.
Yeah, gotta do shields.
Rodney,
Doesn't know how to do the 3 shells.
Rodney, what movie are we watching tonight?
Okay, I'm actually going to go into a little bit of a spiel for this one.
Uh-oh.
And that, because I'm going to go into a. If also, for some odd reason, you still want to hear my voice, you can look up the channel, The Yankee Marshal. Look up his most recent live stream. I actually had a small discussion with him about the 30 Super Carry. He also does great things for veterans, pets in need, and also people who cannot afford to potentially defend themselves and exercise their Second Amendment rights. So I will shout him out for the good things he does for that, because he actually does. And that's if
Very nice.
I'm not putting his channel in there, but whatnot. It's a thing. If you look up the Yankee Marshal, you'll find him.
Yankee Marshal. Okay.
You may agree with him, you may not. Like I said, it's a short thing and whatnot. And that otherwise, tomorrow we will be reviewing the cold classic of the first of the series in the movies of Gremlins.
Woo!
Can I watch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the Johnny Hellcat's Discord server, and I will be displaying the video to watch for anyone who wants to join.
I heard Terry again.
Yes,
she did.
that. Mhm.
And if we do
Ah!
have the whole whether or not Die Hard movie, the Die Hard is a Christmas movie, it is. And if you think
Yes.
otherwise, I'm sorry, you're just wrong, and we can have this at a later time frame. Because it does need to be, or he does need to wrap it up.
All right. Angela, will you be on Quippers tomorrow?
I will be on Quippers tomorrow.
Okay. Angela will be on Quippers United with Jack Gunsky, James Colley, Kyivedam Mantis, and Frosted Glass. I don't know who the other participants will be, but I can't wait because it'll be a star-studded lineup.
I would say probably if Terry's not still in Melbourne.
Oh, I totally forgot. Terry probably won't be. Well, he'll be back Monday night, from what I heard.
Oh man.
I know. Mr. Terry, have you heard back from Ethan about being on the Leftover podcast?
No.
Dang. Have you heard back from Louder Crowder about getting on his podcast?
No.
God damn it! Terry, have you heard about Willard Forge and getting on his channel?
Not once.
Dude.
Oh my god!
Why they keep dissing
There's
Terry?
a whole dictionary of Terry in there.
God damn it, Terry! Did you hear back? Tell me the view you heard back from the view about getting on. They told me they would call you. I'm hoping they did. Terry?
Not once. Oh no.
You can find Tari Diamantis on Mr. Adam's Minions Night with Kefki, Mr. Adam, and actually I will be joining them as a regular on Monday Night Arcade, which I'm happy about that.
We are
Welcome.
gonna start
Welcome.
4-player games soon, hopefully.
Well,
And
I am so glad that you will be joining us here. That makes me happy.
You
Yay!
know, I know Terry isn't here, but before we go, I do need to play this one in honor of him.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
oh, dude, I got that video. I've been trying to splice it and put it into the show. I'm gonna fit it in there somewhere.
I got to get my stingers done. So, Mr. You can find him on Mr. Hammer's Wednesday night with Gen T Maxi. You can find him on Frosted Glasses on Friday on the corner. You can find him on Johnny Hellcat's Minions Night on Thursdays when he does a game stream. You can find him on in the next 6 minutes live stream. You can also find him on whenever the corner isn't happening. He'll be on Quippers doing a game. I believe they're doing Shadowgate, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I was playing that the other night.
Yeah.
Terry streams a lot.
Yeah, he's a streamer. Terry, could you Terry, could you tell me about what Willis Forge has going on?
He's had.
Stop it. Get some help.
He has regular Saturday afternoon streams at 5 p.m. Eastern. Today was an art stream.
Okay.
With Christmas music, even in a Christmas art
Yay,
piece.
Christmas.
He did say that he is not certain he'll be streaming the next couple of weeks. If he does, that might not be under the normal formatting of his stream. So we'll have to see where that goes.
Okay, that's good. Mr. Adam, you are doing Monday Night Arcade with myself, Kefki, and Taribot. You are also doing Sanguine's Night this next week too. Next week.
I'm working on booking a couple of nights the next couple of weeks, and it's looking grim. But it's the holiday season, so a lot of it's understandable. Yeah.
Okay. And you also have Sunday nights, right?
I'm not supposed to, but yeah. If I find people to hang out with me, I'll be on Sunday.
Okay. Kefki, what do you got going on?
I will be on some Minion streams, probably, if I'm invited. And
we'll see about
plan
Monday.
on Monday I'll be on Minions. And then I plan on streaming streaming with my friend Blueser. Probably, but it won't be sometime until January. I'm thinking about doing it on my birthday, January the 7th. That's not set in stone, but I'm thinking about doing that, and I will be streaming. Oh dear God, name of game, spoopy game, dead body,
one game
dead
with
body.
the person.
Yeah, that one game with the person.
Mortuary assistant.
Wait, what?
Mortuary assistant.
Oh, mortuary assistant. Yes.
So we get to see Kefki run around with like a chicken with a head cut off, trying screaming. I can't wait to watch it.
Maybe.
Isn't that how ferrets normally act?
Yes.
Yeah. Aside from that, I have, like I said, I've just been promoted to.
Oh wait! 1 second. Sorry. You can also find me on Twitter at Kefki too, if you want to see pictures of cute fuzzles.
She is a great palate cleanser.
She is.
Yes.
Everybody's things is linked in the description under friends of the show. Mr. Adam, next week you will be on and you will be on time.
All right, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna fucking set an alarm.
For a loop every time.
You gotta set alarms, dude. I have this bad habit of me now. I'm old man Adam, so I'm like, oh yeah, nap.
I know. I know.
You worked all day. You're tired.
I didn't work.
I get it.
You didn't work today? Okay, look, you were tired. Look.
I had a belly full of
I'm
steak
trying
the
to
other day.
defend you, Adam.
No, there's no excuse. There's no defending. There's no excuse. I
Yes,
own up.
there is. We're fucking tired. That's an excuse enough.
Assholes.
As your lawyer, I suggest you to be quiet.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
I
Kefki, attorney at Fred. Fred at law.
Birdman. Oh wait.
Kefki.
that briefcase.
I love. By the way, if you've never seen Birdman Attorney at Law, you should watch it. It's great freaking
Wouldn't that be
show.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law?
Harvey, thank you. Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law. It's a great show.
All right.
I have never seen it.
It's a great show.
For the record.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite ones when they get the Jetsons on there.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
No. My favorite one is when they do the when Flintstone is the mafia boss and
Oh,
Barney
he keeps
kills.
getting his head bonked. Is that the one where he keeps going through the different personalities because the bowling ball keeps hitting him on the head?
No, it's the one where at the end Barney offs him and becomes the new boss.
Yeah, because it does that. It does that collage or whatever where it shows pebbles and it has the Godfather-esque music. That was great. That was great.
Montage.
Montage. Thank you. Yes, montage.
All right. We gotta get out of here. I got work in the AM.
Oh shit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank my guest and Mr. Adam. You did appear late. You did appear, and next week you will be on time, or I will come to your house and beat you.
Oh shit!
Dun-dun-dun.
So you're gonna come all the way from Baltimore? Well,
exactly.
Then can we at least go and check out some museums and eat a slice of deep dish before?
Sure. Oh, most definitely.
Well, that's expected.
I want deep dish.
Well, now you've threatened him with a good time.
Yeah.
Now he might not show just so he can make me sure. All right. I will tonight. We'll premiere the my fuck up of not being able to properly render edit like I wanted to the ending, but I still like to thank Rotten for it. He is a great friend and an amazing co-host, and I would like to thank everybody that watched and is going to watch in the future. Please like, share, and subscribe. Any last words before we go?
Chimkin butt.
Nuclear.
Apparently, the statue still has a powerful vagina.
Somebody still has a powerful vagina? Okay.
Don't take no wooden nickels.
Take off the nickels, does not trust them as actual currency.
Actually, from Melbourne, I actually like Ready to Rumble, and I think it's a fantastic fighting game.
Damn! Oh shit!
Oh, for a second, I thought you were
No.
talking about that really bad movie from the 80s.
No.
Could be both. Who knows? Terry's a crazy guy.
I thought Ready to Rumble was the movie with the robots and Hugh Jackman. I think you're thinking Rumble in the Bronx with Jackie Chan.
that was
thinking of Ready to Rumble, the wrestling
There's
movie.
there's that 80s movie Ready to Rumble about wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah. Did it
Wrestling.
have did it have Hulk Hogan in it?
Yes, it
I think it did.
Yes.
Wait,
yes. See,
Wait,
I
was
remember.
it the one where they tried to get the guy back, and he's like the king, and he will rule you, or something like that?
That's
All
not
I remember for sure is that it was
Government sanctioned weaponized.
it was
Oh, no.
Hulk
Hold on, we're
Hogan
supposed to-
and Zeus.
All right. Let me at least close out the show before we slide into another.
Sorry. I kind of want to watch that movie now.
Conversation.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Latest.
Good night, y'all. Merry Christmas, early.
Night.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, our show has come to an end. You will never get by me, Trust Panda. We'd like to thank our guests for joining us, and we'd like to thank you for joining us. I will end your bloodline. You will not survive. We'd like to invite you to join us next week for the next installment of the show. You will never make it out of here alive. I shall kill you.